Hello, everyone. So sorry about that. My goodness. I have a new computer, so I have to figure out how this computer works. Sorry again about that, guys. Okay, trying to arrange things. How are you all doing today? Hi, blind guy and his wife. How are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm trying to position this. Give me a minute, family. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll get it together eventually. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that, guys. When you have a new device, you got to figure out things. Okay, I guess that'll work for now. Um, all right, hold on. One more thing I need to do. Okay. Boy. Okay. I think I'm together now. All right. That'll have to do. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, blind guy and his wife. We're trying this again. Um, yeah, my husband brought me a new computer, so I'm just trying to get the hang of it. And yeah, so that's why I'm a bit late. Sorry about that. But today I wanted to just kind of throw some questions out about retirement. Because lately I've been asking the question about what will you do when you retire? And a lot of times I'm getting feedback where people don't know. They honestly don't know what they're going to do when they retire. And some of the questions that I had was, what will you do when you retire? What to do when you retire? Um, what is your definition of retiring? You know, what is your definition of retiring when you do decide to retire? What would be your idea of retirement? How to prepare for you retiring? um, what excuses does one have when not retiring? Because a lot of people don't even think about it. A lot of people don't retire. um, what are some of the excuses, that people come up with as far as them not retiring? Why are you still working? What are your reasons of still working once you have reached that retirement age, or you've just reached the point where you're tired of working? Um, is this really a Western dream? Is this really the American dream of you just working and working and working? And sometimes some people don't even make it to retire, right? Um, Sometimes things just happen. Um, is it really, is this really the American dream to just keep working in the rat race constantly? You barely seeing your family. You're barely spending time with your family. By the time you get home, you're tired to do anything, right? So these are some of the questions that I have. Um, do you know how to live when you retire? Do you know how to live? What do you consider living, right? Do you really think working part time? Like, for example, I've heard some people retire from one job, and then they go get a part time job. And then they'll say, well, the part time job, well, I like it. So it's not considered working, Me, I don't see it like that. Um, and then they'll say, well, the part-time job, I can still live, right? These are some of the questions I have. These are some of the questions I may ask others. So I thought some of these questions, do we have answers to them? So let's see. I hope Blind Guy and his wife and their life is still on. What I'm going to do is, and I'm going to try to figure this out. I would like to, if you're able to, I would love for you to come on and maybe you can answer some of these questions that I may have, a few that I've mentioned. So let's see. All right. Here's the link. Please feel free to hop on in and give me your ideas, give me your thoughts. So that is out there. I guess I should grab my phone and maybe um, send some invitations to people, but I don't want to leave you guys either at the same time. But yeah, if you're still here, Blind Guy, his wife, if you don't mind hopping in and here, what I'll do is I'm going to put some of these questions in here as well. Um, so that was the first question I asked, and I'm going to put it up. Yeah. What will you do when you retire? Okay. Let's see. And another one, let's see. I'm going to kind of pinpoint a few. All right. How to prepare. All right. I'm going to put another one out there. How to prepare for retirement. All right. What are your thoughts? What are some of your thoughts about these topics? Okay. This was the first one. And let's see. I'm just going to randomly pick another one. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that hopped off. Sorry. Can't pop in today. Okay. Um, hold on. I'll be right with you. And what to do when? Uh-oh. All right, here's another one. Okay, let me see what my guy and his wife said. I can't pop in today. I'm about to head out, but it helps to have the questions in there. Okay. All right. So the first one is, what will you do when you retire? Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of just, I guess, throw some things out there. Um, just some kind of just brainstorming. What will you do when you retire? First of all, I would say to make a plan. Have your plan together. Well, that's kind of preparation. Okay. Um, what will you do when you retire? Well, first of all, what is it that you like, right? We'll write in what do you like to do for fun? What do you like? And I have my little notes here too. This is also for me. What do you like? What do you like to do for fun? All right. So that is one. What do you like to do for fun? All right. Another, I know that some places they have like centers. So you can look into like centers um for your age group. Okay, look for a center for your age group. Your age group. I may have to grab my phone, guys, and call some people and let them come in because I think this is a very important topic. Okay, so you check out some centers that are around your age group. Um, okay, and also maybe put in as well a few of your dreams that you weren't able to accomplish with you working. Okay, so you can also include your dreams, include things that are fun to you. Um, Check out centers that are in your age group. Also, you can volunteer. All right. Find something that you like to volunteer, something that is important to you, or you feel that is, something that you would enjoy. Okay. So these are just a few pointers. Okay. I'm going to put the link in again. So actually, here's the link right here, but I will put in the chat again as well. So if anyone wants to hop on, okay, I definitely want this to be a group discussion. I want us to be able to talk about this because um, you'll just be surprised. Everyone has different perspective of things, and that's why I wanted to kind of bring this up so that we could talk about it. We could take notes, and we could prepare. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to be of age to retire if you're able to retire earlier. People still don't necessarily know what to do. Okay. So the link is there. So we're going to hop on to the next question that I had: how to prepare for retirement. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got to find it in my notes. Here we go. How to prepare for retirement. Okay. So I would base it upon what you feel you will make when it's all said and done, right? Just a rough estimate. Okay. Whatever that budget looked like. So you want to have a budget. Okay. A budget of how much you think you will make when it's all said and done. That means in them taking taxes and all, or you could just round it up. Okay. So you want to have a budget. All right. You want a budget to, as far as like your bills, knowing how much all of your bills are going to tally up to and what you will have left over. Okay. And that leftover money is where you want to sit down and say, okay, with this amount of money, what will I have? What am I working with? Hello, Joyce. Welcome. Greetings. Greetings. I may have to go in my phone and invite some people because we need as much people as possible to join in on this discussion. So, sister, if you know, if you're able to, please send some invites, share, because this is a topic that a lot of us do not talk about. And when we do, when I ask the questions, a lot of people don't know. And then some, they'll say, work. That's it, work. They're not even thinking about retirement. So this is a feedback I'm getting. So I'm going to go back to the question I posed up here. So Joyce, please, if you're able to, please, the link is in the chat. Jump on and give us your thoughts as well. Okay, hold on. We are here. Okay, so we're on question number 2, how to prepare for retirement. You're making a budget. After the budget, you want to see what you're going to have left after making the budget. Okay, so let's say you may have, I don't necessarily like to put figures out. Okay, maybe I won't put figures out, but you have a good amount left over after you have taken care of all of your bills. Okay. So you want to sit down and you want to think, well, what am I going to do with this money that I have left over after I've paid my bills? Do you want to travel? Let's put that down. Do I want to travel? Okay. Do I want to use this money to help an organization out? Okay, let's put maybe help an organization out. Whatever it is that you like to do, you want to take notes of that as well. For me, I would definitely do my budget. After all the bills are said and done, I would see how much money I have that I'm working with. And a vacation doesn't necessarily have to mean, okay, where you're going to, for example, let's say Africa or Mexico or Jamaica or the Bahamas. A vacation doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to go out of your area. A vacation could simply mean you go to Orlando or you go to Miami, whatever the case may be. A vacation is what you make it to be. So let's just say you say, hey, I want to go to Miami. You have your budget, you've taken out your bills, you have your spending money. You take that money, you go ahead and you book your trip to Miami. All right. So, oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. Let me see what everyone's talking about. Joyce says, when I retire, I'm moving to Rwanda. Okay, see, Joyce has an idea. She has a plan. Her plan is to go to Rwanda. Okay, so Joyce, now that you know that you're going to retire, you plan on retiring in Rwanda. Do you mind sharing what did that look like? What were your steps preparing yourself to retire in Rwanda, if you don't mind sharing? Okay, so let's see what Blind Guy and his wife said. I did share the video. I don't know that I retired because I'm growing a portfolio that I plan to continue managing until my family can continue them. Business, real estate, and stocks. Okay. All right. Let's see. So Blind Guy, his wife, and their life. So you don't. Okay. So being that you said that, right? You don't know if you're going to retire. What I want to ask you is, you haven't thought about it like at all. Like, have you put a time frame on what that looks like as far as you managing the business, the real estate, and the stocks? Have you put a time frame on it? Because I feel like, and I understand and I get that, but I feel like we should, I know that it's not promised. Each and every day is not promised to us. I understand we are supposed to live each day one day at a time. But let's just be honest. We don't do that as a people. We don't do that as a people. But I feel like a plan, some type of plan is better than no plan. And so I understand that you're trying to do your business, your real estate and stock, and you're trying to have it set up where when that time comes, you can pass it on to your kids or whoever it is that you're trying to pass it on to. But what does that look like? What do you have a time frame on that? Because again, it's not promised to us. We don't know what today, what tomorrow will hold. And God forbid, if we're not here tomorrow, the business, the real estate, the stocks, it's not going to be taken care of anyway. So what I'm saying is, let's have a little bit a better plan, because also the world wasn't built in one day. I do get that as well. I feel like as a people, we have worked so much, and us, as, and I can only speak for us African people because I'm African. We don't think about retirement. We don't think about living our lives. We don't. It's always the hustle and bustle and the struggle. We don't think about that at all. And it's terrible. And all we're doing is repeating the cycles. Like, my mother never talked about retirement to us. Never. It never was a conversation in our household. A plan, none of that, right? And so all we do is just pass it on to our kids. The same thing. It's like it repeats the same cycle. And it's sad to say we don't think about retirement. We don't plan for it. We don't, a lot of us, I'm not going to say all of us, but enough where it smells. We don't do that, and it's kind of sad. And it's like we don't have a life. We don't have nothing to look forward to. When I ask people about retirement, all they talk about is work, nothing else. And I know that that's how the West has us thinking. We have to get out of that mindset. We have to, family. Let's see. Donnie goes in. Hello. Welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to put the link in there again because I want somebody else to hop on. And I want to know your thoughts. I want to know, have you thought about retirement? Has it even been on your mind? Or has it just been about, I gotta work, 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 I gotta work till I die. And then nothing is done. All right, so let's see. Blind guy and his wife. Hey, yep. Hey, Donnie. Hello. I want to go in. I don't want to ignore you guys. I have a Roth IRA plus the IRA. That's awesome. See what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I can't say I do. It's sad to say I don't. So someone must have told you, oh, Donnie's in the back. Someone must have told you, welcome, brother.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry. Hey, how you doing?
hey, how you doing? How's it going?
Oh, everything's going good. I can't complain.
I know that's right. I'm just kind of going through and seeing what everybody's saying in the chat before we get down to business here. Okay,
Okay.
everybody just greet each other. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, everybody just greeting each other. Oh, okay, so blind guy, here's why I say I do have a couple of Roth and IRAs also. Okay, all right. So I love that a lot of us have the IRAs, we have the Roth account, but even with that being said, which is good to have, but my question is, one of my questions is, what do you do when you retire?
Mm,
What's your plans of living life? Living.
wow. I
Go
think this is
ahead.
a great subject. I wish I had a little more time to think about it before I jumped on here. I just seen it pop up, but I don't know. On me, and I guess I could say from my perspective, as far as retirement, because I'm retired now, and
Right.
I retired before I wanted to retire.
Okay.
So I'll tell you my plan before I retired was to retire in 10, maybe 15 years. That way I'd be fully invested in my pension plan so that I can go moving. I kind of wanted to do I don't know, I guess a couple of things I was in. This was actually before I even got my African plan together, but
Right.
I was planning to do that. I was working my way up the ladder. I wanted to get this promotion. I wanted to leave the fire department as a captain. I wanted to have money in place, make sure the kids are good. Still waiting for the last one to retire. So, a lot of us trying to figure out and working our way around other people,
Right.
um, grandparents, parents, working the way around them. But I tell you one thing. In fact, I'm skipping around. Sorry, but
Hey, no problem. I do the same
one
thing.
thing, one thing I noticed that and I don't know, just to retire after I retired, right? Um, I signed up, joined. They got a retired firemen's organization, right? And I look at that thing, and I mean, it's depressing. I mean, their website is depressing because all you see is obituaries every day. People
Yes.
dying, and I'm like, that's all it is down there all day. This person
Yeah.
died, they died, and whatever, or they sick. So it's depressing. But some of the things I noticed is some of these guys that retired got 30, 40 years out
Mm-hmm.
of retirement checks. And I'm like,
Yes.
wow. In fact, I got a neighbor that retired. I know he got to be in his close to his 90s. And
Wow.
he probably retired while I was in elementary school or something, and still moving around. So he maxed out on his retirement. But I noticed lot of guys too that retired. There was a brother, it was a captain, Captain Saki. It was a couple years ago. He retired. He was a continental African. I forgot where he was from, but he retired. He went over there. I'm sure he put 30 plus years
Wow.
in the fire department before he retired. He started building this resort somewhere over, might have been
Wow.
Ghana or somewhere, and then less than a year later he passed.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is why I wanted to talk about it because, not to cut you off, my brother, but we just found out last week my son's coordinator at the school that helped him, and he passed away. He put in 30 years at the school. 30 years. And mind you, he's an older man. I don't know exactly his age, but he passed away. 30 years he put in. And I don't know, lately I just been feeling some type of way about this whole like retirement thing, the so-called American dream, putting in all these years, and you don't even make it.
Yeah, yeah. You think about that. You think about Social Security, everything set up. They want you to keep waiting. Wait till you fully invested. Wait till you damn near 90 and
Yes.
just to get this extra $500, $1,000 a month. And then by the time you get it, you pass. And like I say, Captain Saki, he passed. I'm like, wow, this dude, I know he put 30 plus to it. And the thing about the fire department, at least where I was from in DC, you had to give them 25 years to be eligible to retire. But to be able to max out on your pension, you had to give them 28 years. And to max out on the maximum percentage you had to give them 30 years. So a lot of guys looking, I'm gonna get 30 years for that maximum retirement and pass. It was another sergeant. He was the oldest sergeant I know. What was his name? And this was recently probably this year in 2020, and I believe he passed from COVID. He just retired. He couldn't have been retired no more than 2 years. And like I say, I know he put probably 35 plus years in the fire department and passed. And I'm like, you do all this work, put all this time, man, and you gone. And like I said, I could think of more. So that's why I heard him jumping. I was like, wow, because I'm seeing this. And like I say, I'm on the site where all you see is obituaries all day long. And I'm like, these people putting all this time in and gone. Or like I say, back to my situation, I was going to give them at least another 10, maybe 15 years. And I would, at least I was like 65 or something.
Right.
Before I can retire, even think about retirement plans. So I maxed out my money and I got hurt. So you put all that stuff and you get hurt, and I could have died probably more than once over this last 2 years. I was close to death. So I'm doing all this. I'm working that fire department. I'm working the barbershop. I'm doing all this stuff, grinding, and grinding just to think about retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what do you do when you pass? So I would say my answer would be minimalize what you're thinking. What you think you need.
Exactly.
You don't need all that, or you're not going to be able to enjoy all that.
Yeah.
So I would do it with the bare minimum and make it work some other kind of way.
Yes. You speaking music to my ears, because I sit here and I ask some people, first of all, we'll talk about retirement. They don't even talk about it. It's about working. They don't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a conversation. And if I know what I know now, and I'm not saying it's too late, but if I knew what I knew now, the money would be longer. You know what I'm saying? The younger I was. And I want to try to teach my children, because we didn't have this conversation. My mom, we didn't have this conversation. And I want I want them to invest in themselves now. Don't wait for the systems. Don't wait for Social Security. Don't wait for anything. Pay yourself. I remember Go Black to Africa mentioned
Yeah.
about how I don't know, somewhere along the line, he broke the time, however, and
Yeah.
was able to do what he's doing now. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm impressed and I'm amazed. But it's like we try to save the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We try to save the world. We trying to, I guess, be rich. Sometimes that's not gonna happen. Like you said, the bare minimum. My thing is, as long as you living comfortably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I need.
I agree.
I
And I
want to
think he
live now.
retired
I'm
from
not
the
going to
military.
die and never live.
Yeah. I think he retired from the military. And I got
Okay.
next to my youngest brother, right? A couple
Uh-huh.
years ago. And this, before I had my whole plan together, what I was going to do, he went in the Air Force. So he went, I think, 18 in the Air Force, and he retired from the Air Force with his 20 years. And then, which gave him the option to do whatever else he wanted to do. You know, so I would say do something you want to do,
Yes.
retire. So, but hey, here was something funny though that I noticed too. A lot of just man in the barbershop knowing a lot of retired guys. And if you retire before your wife retire, I noticed that all the retired guys' job end up being either taking the grandkids back and forth to school, taking care of them, taking their wife back and forth to work. They got a honey-do list a mile long when you retire. So I'm wondering, like, what is retirement, or why retire? Why retire to get a full-time job?
Yes. I've
Retire to
heard
do
that
something you want
too.
to do.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So I mean, I don't know. Like I say, if we weren't taught. At least I wasn't taught that either.
Mm,
I guess I don't even know if I had that conversation with my parents
mm.
about what retirement was going to look like, or was they just expecting Social Security and then you live off of that? And I listen to my mom. My mom's still working, and that's all she talk about now, putting her money in her 401k, and what she gonna do when she retire, and it's like I don't know. I never had that conversation young. I try to have it with my kids,
Right.
try to tell them, and I think moving forward, I think we are probably better served, especially with them, to let them know to invest early,
Mm-hmm.
stock market or something, or
Yes.
mutual funds, 401k, something, invest early. And
Exactly.
I would tell them, if you can get in a pension job, get one of these pension jobs and give them 20, 25 years and get out. Because that's like I say, the old guys I know in the fire department, they kill them. I mean, some of them, I think it was at one time 20 years you can retire.
Right.
I think the post office got a retirement like that. The police department got a good retirement. Um, I know my uncles and them, they work for, like, I don't know if you got it down there, but it's big on the East Coast, Safeway and Giant. So,
Safeway sound familiar.
yeah, they big on the East Coast. Um, DC, Maryland, up and down here, Safeway and Giant. But my uncles, they worked there, and they retired from there. They had good retirement plans. And I think my one of my uncles, he retired. He moved to North Carolina. He go back and forth. They
Right.
do what they want to do when they retire.
Right. Exactly. And then also, I wanted to touch base as well. What about for like the people who are entrepreneurs and perhaps they don't work, under anybody? What would your advice be for those type of people?
I don't know if they ever retire. They turn the business over to the
Right.
kids, sell it, and get their money out, or sell
You're
your
right about
house,
that. Ain't
sell your
think
house,
about
pull the
that.
money out. I don't
Well,
know.
I would say also the And even with the IRA, we really, like I said, we really, I'm just, I don't really, I know a little bit about, I do know about it, but are they really secure and really safe? Like if an emergency or something come up, are you able to just tap in, get what you need to get, or
Yeah, I guess it depends on the plan you have. Some of them they penalize you when you
see what I'm saying?
too early.
Jesus.
Some of them you put it in pre-tax, so when you retire, you got to pay taxes on it. Then some of them you can put it in after taxes, so you don't have to pay retirement after it. So those are all the things you got to think about when doing it. But I think more or less it's a long-term vehicle. I think they say when you early, you do more high-risk investments
Mm,
in the stock market and stuff because you can stand to lose it if the stock market crash. When you're
okay.
old, the older you get, you probably should be doing more stable companies you invest in that that's probably not going anywhere. But I don't know. It can happen to you like it happened a couple of times it crashed. There was a lot of people that had all that money invested in when the stock market crashed, and they
Right.
were at retirement age, and they lost a lot of their retirement money. So I don't. It's a gamble.
Yeah, and see, I don't know. Call me old school, call me I'm thinking too much. I just lately with certain things, I just don't trust the banks and all of that. I feel like maybe we should just have our own, you know, put up. You know what I mean? Outside of the IRA and all of that, because emergencies can happen, and you've already done set it up to that point where you can't get to your money.
Yeah, yeah. I think real estate is a good investment.
Me too.
Because the house ain't going nowhere. You got something to show for it and tangible.
Right.
I wish I would have listened a few years ago. There was a young brother that was telling me to buy gold coins, buy silver coins. And this was maybe 10, 15 years ago. I thought he was crazy. He was a young dude. I'm like, for what? But you look at the price of those things and how they're going up. Had I listened to him,
Right.
and I would have been stacked with him at this point. Or even the people that do stuff like Bitcoin and they doing this cryptocurrency now.
I'm trying to understand that. It's gonna take. I told my husband when he figure it out, then let me know
It's,
because
it's, it's a brother had a live yesterday. His channel is Cool Cutter.
cool cutter.
Cutter. I don't know how you spell it. I guess Cutter like Cutter, Cutters. But he had a live yesterday with a guy that was talking about investments.
Okay.
Early on with I don't know if you know Brother Bakari. Um,
I don't think
has a
so.
channel. Brother Bakari got a channel, and who else? I think Omega Courtney. I think all in that same group of people. If you don't know them, but he had a live yesterday with brothers, and that's exactly what they would talk about investing. Matter of fact, while I'm on here, I'm gonna look for his channel and
Okay.
thinking I'm gonna post it on the timeline for you. Why?
Now I know Acorn it's called Acorn.
Yeah,
So I was kind of looking into that too. Um, also trying to get in a little bit into the stock market as well. Um, but yeah, it's time for us to just to rise and man, get out when you can. Like, don't keep saying I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get out, and you never do, and then it's too late. We've seen a couple, or at least one person that we know of, my husband job that passed away, and I talked to my husband about it, a lot. I'm always in his ear. Listen,
yeah,
hey, don't be hanging in here too long because he's a truck driver, so he's been driving for a long time. Because that's my biggest fear of not being able to live. When you reach that a certain point in your life, you ready to live. Yes, you love your kids and everything. Sometimes them jokers can be ungrateful. let's just call it what it is. Um, you do what you can for them, But a lot of times I think as parents, we give too much to them. And we gotta know where to draw the line at the same time, you know.
True. I put it in the chat, and I think that's the live he did yesterday. But they were talking
Okay.
investing, and they were talking about cryptocurrency. So
Okay. Take a look.
in the stock market. So I mean, it's a method to it. My youngest son, I was actually talking to him about this
Uh-huh.
because I want to get him. He just turned 18. He's still in high school, but I want to get him into doing the stock market and finding out about doing I guess cryptocurrency or whatever. I wish back in the day. I remember when Bitcoin came out. I wish I would have bought some of that. I saw it, but I just ain't buy none of it. Now, for the money they was charging for Bitcoin, one I think is maybe like what 19, 20,000 for one Bitcoin when it
Wow.
probably started off as $1 or something. Or so and I think they said the same thing yesterday. We're talking about the stock market, talking about investing in finding companies. I think they said something about finding companies that are I guess their portfolio look good, but they haven't really got out there yet.
Uh-huh.
And he was just saying, just for example, you buy in their stock as $1, and their stock, you buy 100,000 stock at $1, and if it go up to $100 or something, how much money you would have.
Wow.
And it was somebody else had a channel. They were talking about investing. They were talking about I forgot the way it was on what's up, Brandon? What's Brandon? Pan African Strikes Back.
Oh, I can't think of his name. I
Yeah,
don't follow
yeah,
him, but
Brandon. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
forget his last name, but yeah.
Yeah, he a wild young dude, but
Yes.
he had a young lady on there that was talking about doing investing, and what she does is she I guess it could be considered more like day trading, where you would invest and you would I don't know, you invest in credit, right? You would buy or the stock
Mm.
on credit, and you would have to watch it, right? You're doing this within a day or a day or two, or let's say you would buy $100,000 worth of stock on credit, but you would wait for it to go up a few cents or $1 and hurry up and pull your money out.
Oh, okay.
But you got to hurry up and do this
Do it. Yeah.
because if it goes down and you get caught, it's like playing hot potato. You get caught and you don't put that on credit.
Right, right.
You got to pay these people. But the young lady said she does it on a daily basis, maybe every watch it every day or two, and I think she does like regular stocks or companies that have been around for a long time that normally trend going up and down, and she buy it like that and wait for it to go up a few pennies and then resell it.
Right.
I forgot what that was called. I could probably look and see if I can find that.
Yeah,
That
this is a young man. I don't know how old he is now. I think he was what, maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what they were talking about.
he own it, boy. I'm just whoo. He make me
Yeah,
feel like I just don't where I've been all this time. He's a smart young man, like really smart.
yeah, he
Okay,
was on that game store.
for you.
He was
Um,
on that. He was on that GameStop. He bought that GameStop shares and caught it when it went up. I think the young guy you was talking about.
yeah, yeah. I have to find him again because I had a whole bunch of like everybody who I follow on there. So I gotta follow him again. It's gonna take me a couple of days because he have a lot of information and
Yeah,
he know what to where to put his money in and how to. I was just like, wow, some people just very knowledgeable about certain things.
yeah.
You
Oh yeah, blind guy. And then what they talking about, and they was talking about that on their channel doing investment. It was I don't know the name of it. Maybe you could post it in there. The site she was talking about that she does does day trading or investments in. Because I remember seeing a show on it, but I forgot the name of it.
So blind. Okay, hold on. She just wrote something else. Strategies. Auto correct. Oh, okay. She was just correcting. I know these computers and all that stuff, but yeah, I'm just getting my feet wet, like I said, with all these stocks and stuff, and trying to figure out, things here and there. But yeah, this it really disturbed me with this whole retirement thing. I've even heard people saying, like you were saying, they retire from a full-time job, working, let's say, city or whatever, but then they'll have a part-time job that they'll work.
Yeah.
But like to me, that's not retiring. You
Yeah.
you still working, or
Yeah.
they'll say, okay, what a part. This is some of the excuses. What a part-time job, I love it, but how do you? I just can't wrap my head around it. How do you like a part-time job where you working for somebody else?
Yeah. I don't know. I know people that retire and do like work at Walmart.
Right.
Be greeted at Walmart when you retire. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand that mindset of retiring
Right.
to go back to work.
Exactly.
Or,
Some of them say, "Oh, well, it's for my grandkids." I feel like I don't know, like I don't know if it's a selfish thing or not, but it's like really for your grandkids. Like, I mean, they kind of got to know and learn their their own way. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, it's okay to do things for your grandkids to a certain extent, but it's like you want them to kind of know how it is to have hard times too. Because when the hard times come, they're not gonna know how to handle it.
yeah. Well, I think what was it? What's that thing? The God, it was an investment. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I probably laid you, but I don't know. I don't understand that concept. Of I mean, I do and I don't, because I know in certain people's situations they say financially they're not able to just kind of retire. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh, this
they
is another thing too. This is what I was thinking. Now, another vehicle that we can do. That, us just working paycheck to paycheck
right,
and thinking about our kids in retirement. The best way we can invest for our kids and grandkids, I won't say the best way. A way we can is through life insurance. So when you leave up out of here,
right.
you can leave them a chunk of money that they can do something with. If not real estate, with life insurance. So um, right now I'm looking for some more life insurance. I had some through my job, but I want to be able to. I want to leave my kids, a nice chunk of money when I come out of here. I want to be able to leave them some land. I'm gonna purchase some more land on the continent. I want to be able to leave them some real estate,
Mhm.
and I want them to invest early. I know a brother when probably 20 years ago plus when I was working in the barber shop that he did the stock market and excuse me, he would take his tip money and he would take that and he would invest it in penny stocks. I used to
Mm.
watch him. He'd go and he have some envelopes in his drawer, and I don't care if it was pennies. All his tip money, he would put that. And he would put
Wow.
it. He would purchase stock. So I haven't seen him in years, but I'm sure by now, 20 years ago, you've been doing this. That you should have some substantial money invested in the stock market.
Wow. Penny, huh? And a lot of people they downplay pennies now.
Yeah.
Like seriously, they really do. Like I remember in school, you get change back. You know what they do with the penny? Drop 'em right on the floor.
Wow.
it was nothing worth nothing to
Yeah.
him. When I see it, I usually just pick it up, like I always, been like that. But a lot of people would downplay pennies. Let me see what they're talking in the chat. Okay, so Black Guy and his wife says Erica Williams. She's a YouTuber. She's been watching her for a lifelong. Um, and she does earnings, investing in business. JT Hustlers, so if I'm saying it right, is another good one to watch. Both great to help you leave legacies for your grandkids. And let's see. Thank you, Blind Guy, for that. Deborah Green, she said, okay, that's to make your money. Deborah Green said she does invest it. She said I was one of those who also invested in GameStop and earned 2K plus on my stock. Wow, that's awesome. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's like that's what's up for real. That's a good one.
Okay. Hey, I'm about to hit you up later. Deborah Green.
I never thought about that. As much back in the day, money I done spent in there on these kids and GameStop buying these video
That is
games.
she says we as African people also need to teach our children how we have made it savings and make them stop buying everything they see. Oh yes, my kids do that all the time, especially my son. Every time he sees something, he got to spend money. Okay, she has someone else on here, Dr. Lynn Richardson is great for helping adjust our mindset from thinking of work as work. She has a course, but way more free stuff that's useful right now. Okay, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, like I'm on a whole nother ball game. Um when it comes, of course, I'm lining up things too for my kids as well. But I don't want to, how can I say it? Invest in what I can, but I don't want to invest too much to the point where I'm tired. I can't enjoy life. Like we can't enjoy life because they're younger than what we are. While I'm still here on earth, I want to be able to enjoy life, you know, as long as I'm here. And that's what I want to tell everybody else stop working and working and working and working and working and just making up stuff. You keep working, like your mind, you like, I'm working for this, I'm working for that. Like the list never stops, basically.
Yeah.
Stop, like have a time frame. I mean a short time frame. Stick to it and stop adding on extra things. Making excuses. That's basically what it is. You just adding on extra excuses, extra baggage. And for you still working, knowing you should be working at that age, you still working, and next thing you know, you go.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you basically teaching your children to just work, 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 and that's it. You're not teaching them nothing else besides working. And that's how the Western us to do. I mean, how it is by design. Because I've even heard that a certain age point, they won't even have Social Security around. So, I feel like we all should have that mindset. Well, you know what? I don't think Social Security gonna be around anyway. So I need to be putting up money. However, little squeeze or whatever, when you set up your budget, where you have your bills and all that out the way, we need to be squeezing whatever little money that we can and putting it up for ourselves. And I don't mean necessarily in an IRA account either. Just putting it up, whether it's in your safe, wherever, another bank account, whatever the case may be, putting it up for yourself is what I want to see our people doing. Yes, invest if invest as well. Um, but also with investment, I ain't saying use all your money on that either, because that's a gamble.
Yeah.
But more and more for ourselves, as a whole. Because we don't talk about this. Our parents don't talk about it. And we can only teach our children what we learned. at the same token. You know, have a plan. And I don't mean just a plan as far as like having money, you know, necessarily to just save and pass on to somebody else. No, have a plan for yourself. What do you what do you see yourself doing? Like for me, I see myself in Africa, not only Africa, I want to travel like as much places as I can. I want to learn all the different type of cultures there are to know because I've been blinded for 38 of my years. Well, 30, wait, how old am I? Yeah, 38 of my years. I've been blinded. And all I know is the Western world. I don't want to know about this world no more. Like I don't. I want to know more about me, about self, our true self. I want to know about other people' cultures. I want to know different, like for example, when I went to Miami and I went to a bakery, and my friend was telling me about a bakery where they do, you know, they have like Haitian cakes and you know they make desserts and different things like that. So I went in there, I looked around at these people behind the counter, and I called her up. I said, I think I'm at the wrong location. She said she started describing, and I described it. And she said, no, you at the right location. I didn't know that there were Haitians that were white Haitians. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I didn't know that. So I'm so ignorant to a lot of things. I don't want to be ignorant no more. I want to learn. I want to learn the different people, the different cultures. Like that stuff is just amazing to me, you know. And not only that, getting educated at the same time. I think that's important. We are so closed-minded, you know. Being in the West, a lot of us are closed-minded.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be closed-minded anymore. I want to be open-minded, universal-wide.
Yeah. I just posted in the back chat this website. I think this is the one that I use to buy my gold and silver coins from.
Let
And
me.
yeah, I just posted in the chat too. I mean, I'm sure there's other places, but this one, I think is where I purchased mine from. And I don't necessarily like to invest in coins and stuff with the stock market because they got companies where you can buy, but they supposedly hold it. Put mine in my hand.
Oh,
So,
exactly. Exactly.
put
Let's
mine in
feel
my
it.
yeah. So I take my chances with with that with me versus the stock market crash and you got my gold and I
Right,
to it. And that's if it ever come to what they say when they keep talking about the dollar going to crash and all of that
right.
stuff. And if that money go well, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of us gonna be short if it actually do ever crash, because if you got your money in the stock market or in retirement and it's anything that's tied to the stock market, then if the money ain't got no value, then I mean, unless you got something physical in the term of land or property or something that you can resell.
Right, right.
And I know this place sells different type of gold, silver. They even sell like copper.
Oh wow.
All these are coins. You can buy them in coins. And like I say, I mean, it's something to have and something if we got to barter and exchange that you got physically with you. I think it's a good idea to have some. I don't know anybody. I don't know any black companies that sell them, but I know they gold and silver, physical gold and silver. But I think it's good to have.
Okay, I'm gonna write this. I'm taking notes. Everybody, make sure you have your notepads and everything out because Donnie is dropping some jewels here. Okay, so make sure you take your notes down and everything. I want real quick. Deborah put something on here that's very, very interesting. My grandmother showed me how she saved only $5 every week in her passbook savings account. When I got grown, I remember what she did. She passed in 1975 and her savings had about 300,000. Ain't that something?
Wow.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. See, a little go a long way, but a lot of us too busy trying to just go right in at the top.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk, right? You
Yeah.
can't just walk without crawling first. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah.
thank you. That's
Oh, a
that.
lot of them are, hey, a lot of these older our older ancestors passed, you know, you find they got money stuffed in the mattress. You better check before you throw it away at grandma's house. If she got one of them old floor model TVs, you better check in the back of that. They, you know, they store money a lot of places
I'm trying.
when
That's
they get in there. Yeah. So, you know, just be careful. But
right.
yeah, like you say, a little bit of help, and if you're doing it over a long period of time, that's real power
Right.
of doing investing.
That's the key. When you, that's why I said if I know what I know now when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we didn't talk about any of that.
Yeah,
And so, you know, actually, matter of fact, I think she mentioned it to me as I got older that she had, you know, X, Y, and Z. But like as far as like it being a real conversation on you should do this, this, and that, no.
yeah. Oh, this is something else you might want to think about doing too. That, and this is something that you know me just in my you know, like I say, no, you know, nobody really, my parents really, because they didn't have this type of investment advice to know this, but I had Aflac.
Oh, I've let
They got other companies
I've let before.
that do that, and me, my, you know what I'm saying, me and you know, me, my dumb is looking at, you know, the bottom line, spend this money every month. I had Aflac, and I canceled it before I got hurt. And I mean, I went through, I kept Aflac,
Okay.
and I got hurt, and I got hurt at work, and I mean, I'm talking probably 2 years, three, four, five surgeries. The stuff that happened to me, they paid. I mean, they pay you to go to doctor's appointments. Man, I probably got a $200,000 out of Affleck
What?
if I would have kept it. But
Okay.
like you say, them little coins, not thinking about spending. I'm thinking about this money coming out and every week, and you know, where's this going? You know, and I'm
Exactly.
because you know I got kids. I had young kids then. Had I kept that, and they got different other ones, that type of insurance that if you get hurt,
Right.
hope you never have to use it. But if you use it, and like I say, I mean, I know I would have got that much out of them had I had kept it,
Right.
not more. All the stuff I'd have been through in the last couple of years, the
Seriously.
same, yeah. And I had it. I think I had it when I was in the barber shop too. And I don't know. I let it lapse or something at one of them time, but what I realized, and just in retrospect, you know, just going back to the theme that you don't need all this stuff that you think you need.
Yes, exactly.
'Cause I was working two jobs for the longest, two full time in the barbershop, full time with the fire department, working overtime. I mean, I was grinding it out, and when all that stopped, lights still on, you
Right.
know, we still got food, you know, we still got somewhere to live. None of that stopped. So all that grinding I was doing, thinking I needed to do, I
Right.
really didn't have to do.
Exactly. And then a lot of times people are living above their means,
Yes.
trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to have all the nice cars. And it's not about that. It's not about that. That's materialistic things. When you dead and gone, you can't take it with you. And I mean, the worst you probably could do is pass it to the kids, and you don't really know if they're gonna take care of it or not anyway. But it's for what? You know, I always said it. I would just always ask God, I just want to live a comfortable life. You know what I mean? Where I do have money in the bank. I don't have to be rich, but I'm able to have money in the bank. If I want to get up and go wherever, I'm able to go. that type of thing. I never was one to be into trying to keep up with the Joneses. No, I try to keep up with what I got going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you look at that, it's not what you think it is. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've seen these people got these nice cars. When you pull up to the house, you like, what? It doesn't match. Like, what in the world? You understand what I'm saying? So I've never been one to be like that, And like I said, I've been telling my husband, look, all right, wait, we got somebody in the building. Yes. Hey,
Hey,
Deborah.
Hello, African Queen One Grizel.
Hey, sis.
This is my second time ever doing this. I'm only doing this because of it's you.
I love you.
well, thank you.
Let me put on my teacher glasses so I can see y'all. Hello, everybody.
Hey, how you
Hello.
doing?
This has been a great conversation in terms of finances. This is really good. And Donnie, I'm surprised at you that you canceled your Aflac. That would have paid the difference.
Yeah.
That would have paid. Let me get my mug out of the way. This is
Oh, that's a nice
my
one,
teacher
sis.
my teacher area. I don't know if you can see it. See my little wall behind me?
Yes,
Oh,
and look
yeah.
at your hair. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. This is my area where I teach from, but my laptop is actually in front of me right here. You're on my
Okay.
iPad, so I'm looking at everybody from my iPad.
Oh,
But
I'm so
this is
glad
just my
you're
second
on.
time I've ever been on a live stream, and I'm only doing it because you keep putting the link in there. I said
I
she's
am. You see me?
I said,
You see me?
I said, my
I'm
sister's
trying.
speaking to me now. She's trying to tell me, get in here, Deborah. But I
Oh,
was
yeah.
tired, like you, Donnie. Different things happen, and we just have to take the next steps. But your
Yeah.
question was, what do you do? Let me get these glasses off. What do you do when you retire?
Yes.
You should really have a plan. I get it that things happen to us as we get older. I want to say this. Um, I had a friend that was waiting to turn. He was waiting to turn 66, I think his was, and he turned 66 to retire. And when he did, how about 2 weeks later, he died.
Oh my God.
So
Wow.
just what you were saying, Donnie, when you gave that illustration about somebody that you knew, or why do we wait? I took early retirement when Trump started saying he was going to mess with Social Security,
Yeah.
because I said, no, I done paid all this money
Oh,
from the job that I've had. I'm 60, I'm not 62 now, I'll be 64 next month, y'all. So
looks so good. I tell you.
thank you. Thank you. And so I went ahead and took my Social Security because I said, if this man gets in office again, who knows? He wants that wall built and he's talking about taking Social Security. Let me get my money.
Right.
So I teach, but I only work 2 hours every morning. I am literally retired. I can enjoy my life. Now, the plan for me, I was looking at Africa, looking at Rwanda first and then Tanzania. But I changed just recently because Mexico looks mighty, mighty good right about now.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Mexico.
go on vacation with you.
Okay,
Let me
you come
tell you,
right
I'm
on.
going.
Donnie, you bring your wife and y'all come right on and follow me down there. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
and the other thing is because of this COVID
Right.
thing, the United States is making a moneymaker out of it.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you watched Go Black to Africa, and his wife
Yeah.
was headed there to meet him, and she had paid the $100 for the PCR test. When she got to her next destination, she got blocked. It not only her, it was a group of people, and they ended up having to stay there 24 hours, paying another $200, which is
Wow.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is really ridiculous. So my thing is, okay, if I go to Mexico, here's my plan. I'm thinking out loud, y'all. If I
Okay.
go to Mexico and get my residency there, Mexico is not going to stop no Africans from leaving Mexico, going
Right.
to Africa. I'd rather do an invert way. I know we should be talking in code, but I don't care who
I
knows.
know what you.
I know we should be doing and go from here straight there, but I'm taking the
Right.
scenic route. That's my thing. I'm going to take the scenic route because I don't know what's going to happen in the next year with people leaving here.
Right.
They
Yeah.
definitely are on to us leaving here. They're definitely onto us leaving and going back home. You done told us to get out of here so many times. Now we're trying to get out of here. And now you're going to try to take all of our money.
Yeah.
Mrs. Goldblack had to pay $300 for 2 COVID tests just to get out of here. $300. Wow. I can take my money if I've already paid and put things in order. It doesn't make sense for us to do what we're doing, what they're doing to us.
Oh yeah.
So my thing is, get out of here now. My plan is go to Mexico, leave from Mexico, go to Africa. We gotta make a plan for retirement.
No, I agree with you.
I want to live. Grizel's question was, what do we do? What was it? What do we do for retirement? Or what is our plan? What is our plan for retirement? That's my plan.
What will we do when you retire? What will you do when you retire?
And so when I go, I teach online. I heard you when you said people that you spoke to have constantly said, just go to work. I'm gonna retire and go to work.
Yeah.
But the job that I work, I am my own teacher. I'm not hired. I am hired by the company, but I am a 1099 worker. Mm. So in other words, if I don't want to work today, I don't have to work. Them students will be there when I get back. So I like that type of job. Number 2, I like it because I can live off of what I make. When you are an independent person or independent worker, you get a 1099 from IRS or from the company, and that's what you file.
Yeah.
This country has been ripping the people off so bad. It's unbelievable. You never will get back. Yes, we file our taxes at the beginning of the year, but we will never get back what they took from us.
I agree.
For instance, we're hired, say, at 40 grand a year. You make 40 grand. You actually don't. Because by the time they take all of the stuff out of your paycheck, you really are making $32,000. Now you go to file your taxes and you want the difference off of what you made. You're not going to get it back. It's a percentage of that. As a 1099 worker, Donnie, I live off of what I make. Mm-hmm. I pay the IRS only what I made. They don't take nothing else. They don't get another dime.
I know that's right.
I prefer to work for me and be relaxed in Zion like this.
I'm talking about.
That's wonderful, because that's the beauty too of being an independent contractor, being a business and set up a business, and that's another point you need to think that we need to think about as an avenue. Creating a business and using that, because I don't know about y'all, but since this last probably couple years, every year the IRS has went back at the maximum. They didn't go they gave me a refund and went back 5 years or whatever and said that I owe them money. I'm like, how you gonna give me a refund and come back, and say I owe you money?
I understand that.
Yeah.
I get that's why when I became a 1099 worker, it works, because they cannot come back and ask. Now, here's the funny thing, and I think I had this discussion with you, Gazelle, when I shared this with you. We got that $1,200 stimulus last year, right?
Yeah.
When I did my taxes this year, let me backtrack. We were supposed to all get a $600 one in December through Trump, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but when I did my taxes for last year, I owe $432 off of what I made. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Give me my $600. Take the $432 I owe you and give me the difference.
There you go.
I showed that $1,400 one just recently.
Right.
But is my point? You got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You got to know how to sit yourself up. Take time, sit down somewhere in your house and think about your future.
Yes.
I'm single. And if I travel, I'm traveling alone, like a lot of single women do. I don't have any children. All my kids are grown.
Yeah.
Kids of their own. Am I leaving them? Absolutely. My son said to me the other day, Mom, I'm feeling some kind of way about you leaving. I said, well, you grown, baby. I'm grown and I'm going to enjoy my life. I done did my work.
Hey, I feel you.
And he's here. He's right here in Florida, but he's about 3 hours away. He's in Tampa. And when he shared that with me, I didn't laugh out loud. But when I got off that phone, Donnie, I sure hollered.
Hey, I'm about to send my last one away this year. Just turned 18. He going to college, get him out the way, and that's it. We down.
Turn up, Donnie.
We love our kids and we want the best for our kids. And I believe every one of us do the best we can as parents to show them the way. We've been there when to catch them. Every one of our kids have walked back through my door. They've come back home. And then I said, okay, your wings is working. You got 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back out of here. Y'all got 30 days. Get it together. Get it together. You ain't paying me nothing.
Exactly.
You still working every day. You're not going to lay up in my house.
That's right.
30 days, and I'm giving you the boot. Ma, but I need out 30 days, and I'm giving you the boot.
You get your paper.
That's 30 days. That's 2 paychecks, unless you get paid 4
Exactly.
unless you get paid 4 times a month. That's 2 paychecks.
And
You better have it together.
yeah. And like,
And you have to teach your kids that, or they will take advantage of us.
oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm a daddy's girl. So Donnie, I understand if you have a daughter,
Two of them.
we can melt our father's hearts. Yes.
Oh yeah.
But my father he was the one, I was the child, I'm a middle child. I was the child that my dad had to pull me back from the backside and say, get back here. And I'm trying to steadily go, get back here. He's pulling me in. And I'm glad he kept pulling me in because it taught me the things I would have missed. Number one, from a man's standpoint, I grew up without my mother because my mother died when I was 5 of MS. And so I grew up with being the only sister, only daughter in nothing but a male environment.
Yeah.
I had to learn. And what I see or what I've seen, I've applied. And maybe that's why I was so like I am with my kids. I'm like, wait a minute, get out of here. You can do it. Your wings work, baby.
Yeah.
You can fly. And so financially, we have to have a plan for our children and show them, like my grandmother showed me, $5 every week. She worked in Massachusetts cleaning up a woman's home.
Wow.
And that was back in the 60s.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of work most of our Black sisters got. But when she died, I remembered that passbook savings. When my father seen it in her dresser drawer, he said, Lord, today, look how much money she lived very frugal.
Yeah.
You're right, Grizel. We don't need all this stuff.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Oh.
We need to teach this to, who are you buying those Tims for? Who are you getting? Is it for you or for you to show somebody else? While you living in the projects. But you can afford to pay $300 for a pair of sneakers?
Exactly.
What's wrong with that picture?
Exactly.
I agree. You know, you think about how much anybody that's in the US or in the UK, and every time, even with Social Security, how much further would your money go in Mexico, in Panama, in Belize, in Costa Rica, in any part of Africa? That same money that you have will go a lot further. So you don't have to work as hard when you leave. I looked at Mexico too before. It's nice in Mexico. There's some nice places in Mexico. I looked at Panama. Panama is nice. Costa Rica, all up and down this side, because I still got obligations here. I still got I still got parents that's still living. I still got 3 out of 4 of my grandparents that's still living that's here and not going nowhere.
Wow.
My grandfather been retired so long, you know. I mean, he definitely got his money out of his retirement. I think he turned like 92, 3, 4 this year, and he got his money's worth out of that government job and that retirement. So, but that money goes a lot further when we move. So, you know, if you're thinking trying to maintain that same lifestyle that you live in here after retirement, then that's when you definitely gonna have to get you another full-time job. But if
Exactly.
you go elsewhere when you can live off of that $500 to $1,000 a month, because I forgot who it was to say you go to Gambia. I brought some property in Gambia. I was looking at Belize. I think they said Belize was listed as the #1 place for retirees. So you might want to look in Belize too.
I did look at Belize,
Yeah,
but I know it was #1.
yeah, it was
I
listed
think it
as
was #1. No, yeah.
#1
I
place
got
to
further.
retire.
I got
Okay. Yeah, so you take that and you go elsewhere, and that money goes a lot further. And then I'll still be close enough because, like I said, I got one that's getting ready to go to college that's going to be here. I got the other 4 kids that's still here, and I want to be able to travel back and forth. But you say that COVID,
That's
I don't
great.
know what they're going to do with the restrictions and the tests because.
Yeah.
That one you said, I think African Millennial said that she went to Africa and she was talking like some $500 a test. You stop here, if that
Yeah.
time run out, you
Yeah.
stuck. They want another $500 for here, or every country you go through will stop. So
It's
yeah,
amazing.
it's putting my plans behind when I
Right.
want to go. So I might have to put it back a little further, but there are places that are closer that then you can go. Then you can probably get on a ship. They were talking about a direct flight, I think, from Jamaica.
From Jamaica. Yes,
Yeah,
I heard that. In fact, Grizel, remember I said that to you when we were
Yeah.
talking?
Did I look at? I'm trying to
And
think.
we
I
did
don't know if I
because
looked into it or not.
we found out we could leave from Miami. I would have to
Right.
from here, and you would have to fly. Both of us would have to fly to Miami,
Right.
go into Jamaica, and then go into Africa to buy
Yeah.
this foolishness. But that's the same thing when I said I have a plan because I want to see Mexico. There's a bunch
Me
of
too.
repats over there.
Yeah.
Over there, and I've joined up just like I did with online for a lot of repats that are over in Africa, and I'm finding out that wow, Mexico is really receiving of us because
Yep.
we are.
yeah,
I'm not talking about New Mexico. I'm talking about Mexico.
yeah,
Right.
And look, thank you, Donnie. I'm going to look into Belize.
yeah.
That's not
Believe
too far from where I was going. Belize is on the tip end, and I was going to go to Merida.
okay.
Merida. It
Yeah.
looks like Merida.
I don't know. I think Deborah gonna do good in Merida. She already got that thing on lock.
Merida,
I
Mexico.
never said that right.
Merida, Mexico. I'm
Yeah.
starting to take Spanish. I started off with what you call it? What's that girl's name? She's from Gambia. She's teaching their language Wolof online.
Right. Yeah.
But I had to drop Wolof when I switched to Mexico. I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait around for the U.S. to do wrong
Right.
to us.
Right.
You see us leaving by droves.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to go and learn Spanish now.
Exactly. Right.
Hola, hola, everybody.
I'm telling you. Okay. I see you can do well though. I can see you there already. You can
And the
do
thing
very
about it,
well.
I'm just going to live. I just
Right.
to live better than what I'm living.
Exactly. That's what it's all
I have a
about.
2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment over there for $325.
Huh?
Now say it again.
$325. 2-bedroom, 3 baths.
Wow.
$325. And looking at all of the, I joined 2 of the groups that's over there now. But looking at a lot of the things and the families that are moving there, they're selling everything they got here, and they just getting on a plane and going over there.
You see more and more of us. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's a
Because-
whole nother world out there besides here in the West. That's what we were talking about. And I want to learn. I want to know. I want to mingle. You know what I mean? So it's just exciting how it's a lot of us. We just all over the map.
Well,
Yeah.
we got dropped off all over the world, so we really are everywhere.
You're right.
We got dropped off in UK. We got dropped off at places that we shouldn't have never been.
Right.
And then when the dust settled, some of us got out of where we were and traveled, but stayed, in the area.
Right.
But
Right.
even medical over there is so.
Yes.
Our country, Donnie ripped us off. There's this one girl. Her name is Michi 2.
Right.
Had young girl has bad knees. She came from California, and she went to her doctor here in the States about her knee operations. And they were going to charge her something like a little less than 10 grand, like 9,000 something. She moved to Mexico, $500 done.
Wow.
Both,
Sent Johnny
both
some of the
she,
videos.
she is walking like this. You should
Wow.
see her. You can't even tell she had a knee problem.
Nope.
Mm.
To get our teeth done over there, so much cheaper.
Yeah.
This is the country that rips. This country is ripping us off.
All the way.
Mhm.
All,
I
even
agree.
when you working and you got the insurance, you still got to pay out of your pocket.
There's still the working poor. We're considered the working poor if you're not over 100 grand a year.
Mhm.
If you're
Wow.
anywhere under 100 grand a year, you are considered the working poor.
Welcome, brother. Somebody else came on. Hello, welcome.
See Brother Bakari in there. Yeah. Yeah, I
Thank
mentioned
you.
his son. Yeah, he know Cool Cutter. He just had the show on doing that crypto coin. But yeah, they have a lot of it's a lot of black people in Mexico, Afro Mexicans.
Mhm.
Bro, I mean, all through the Caribbean. That's why I looked at Panama too, because Panama has a lot of black people in Panama, and Panama got every. I think it's the only place where you could be on the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean in country, and whatever climate you want, they have. You
Right.
like it a little cool, you can go up to little mountain parts. If you like it hot, you can go by the water. You can. It's however you like it, you can find a place and still be close enough to be able to get back here if you need to. Like I say, that's my only issue is getting back. Like you say, your kids, grown kids, you don't know what's going to happen. I want to be able to get back, and
Right.
especially my youngest.
Mhm.
So I can't send him away to college and be in Africa. Something happened to him. How he's going to get to me? How I'm going to get to him? So for the next probably 4 years, I plan to be
Back
bi-continental and be back and forth. That's why I purchased the land in Gambia, because the Bag family made me fall in love with the Gambia.
Yeah.
So I got a plot in there. I got to do Tanzania. I love Tanzania. I mean, that Zanzibar, they got. I think they say they got the best beaches in the world.
Yes, they have a lot of beaches. Yes.
I always tell my wife I had this one dream that I want. I just want to be laying on the beach in a hammock with a fruity beverage and a coconut, and with a nice breeze
All right.
and some pretty blue water and sand. That's all I want.
Well,
That's what I want to do for retirement.
There's nothing holding me here. There's absolutely nothing. The only thing I'm waiting for now is to get my ticket and get out. I got that $1,400 check. One way is only $300 and some odd dollars. One way here to Mexico.
Yes.
But now I'm gonna check. But the part I was going to go to is Merida, and it's warm all year round, from what I understand from the repats that are over there. And I can't wait to just sit down and get on one of y'all live like this. Like you said, enjoying life.
That's what I'm talking about. See, okay, so
that's retirement right there.
Exactly. See, you both of you all are the prime example of what I'm talking about. Having a plan and working towards it.
Yes.
And knowing what you want. A lot of people don't know what they want. They don't even think about retirement. It's not even on their brain. It's about working, then die. That's it.
Then die.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't see that. If anything, I want to, at the end of the day, I want to be able to say, you know what? I lived my life. I did what I wanted to do. And I'm at peace now. Take me whenever you feel the need.
Yeah.
Exactly. I get exactly what you're saying. But when I finish, if I want to work, I'll teach. If I don't feel like teaching, I'm not. I still have my Social Security, and then once I turn 65 next year, and I can go and get my Roth IRA. There's no penalty. then because now I'm at retirement age.
Right. And
And
I think it's terrible too. Don't you feel like that's another form of slavery?
What's that?
How they have, years amount, certain years you got to be able to do this, certain years you got to be able to do that, and take
Well,
this. To me, that's kind of is
okay,
how I look at it.
okay, and I understand that.
You
But
know,
my thing is, if it wasn't like that, how many of us would even have it? Because
that's true.
we'd have dipped in it in our
Yeah,
IRA, we'd have broke it up, paid the taxes,
That's
nothing to this day. So for
yeah,
me, I
true.
look at it on a positive side because um, if those stipulations weren't there,
Uh-huh.
it wouldn't even be there for a lot of us. Because we would always find a
Yeah.
need to go in that account and bust up that
Right.
IRA, and we mess ourselves up. So when we
That's
get to the
true.
age, we wouldn't have anything. So I kind of look at it like, you know what, I'm grateful that it is there. And so I can get it once I turn 65.
Yeah, that's true.
But medical and dental, a lot of those Mexican doctors, Donnie, studied right here in the States. The
yeah.
best doctors are over there. I'd rather go there and pay the little bit of money because cash is king.
Right.
And
I'm
so
finding that in a lot of places, cash is king.
and we're the only place in the world that has a credit system that will block you from doing anything. I'm like,
Exactly.
you know what? We are so messed up here. It's not even funny.
I know.
Do
That's
I
what I'm saying.
appreciate living here? I do appreciate living here, but we're messed
Right.
up.
But what and it's like, what do we appreciate though? I mean, honestly, what is there really? You know what I mean?
The freedom
Okay. Yeah.
the freedom
Are we
to
really
go
free though?
and
Just
become whoever we
are we
want.
really free though?
Well, we can become whatever. Now there are things in the way that stops us, but that's if you allow it. I was watching.
I guess I look at it a little differently. Just
That's okay.
Yeah.
Come see, come side. We all right.
Yeah, I think you're talking about, that American dream is, that's really American nightmare.
exactly.
That,
You don't own nothing. You
yeah,
don't
you don't own nothing, and they want you to work till you die.
Exactly.
Pretty much what they expect you to do.
They need to call it the dying Social Security.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's for real. I mean, seriously.
That's funny.
Hey, and you know what? You can drive to Mexico too. So
I thought about that. My husband, Donnie,
You don't-
wait a minute.
you-
I'm already
Wait, Johnny, how long that's gonna take that?
it's gonna take some time. But
Hey,
that's if
it's
we
gonna
were
be a
in
long ride.
Donnie, but that's if we were in California. We all three of us live on the East Coast. You're in
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. We're in Florida.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
how long that ride? Just to
Yeah.
get from here through Texas, which is huge.
Yeah, but you will make it, sister. You look, my
Right.
needs and your
No,
issue.
I can
Oh,
drive from here to Texas because my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, they live in Texas. I may end up staying there to recoup for a while, just that drive from here to Texas. But to get from Texas all the way in, I looked at that route because Donnie, I need some suggestions. I don't know what to do with my car. I still haven't finished paying on it.
Oh, with
So-
your car, I would take it back.
So
Put it on a
I'm gonna bust up.
put it on a train. Put it on a train and send it across the country, then drive to Mexico.
That's true.
Then I got to put it on a ship to get it to Africa when I leave Mexico. That's if it's still
Good idea, though. I mean, it's a second, a backup. If you have no choice, it's a backup plan.
I only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share something, and I know people in the chat are probably gonna go, Deborah, you shouldn't have said that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is y'all learning Deborah, the one that only chats on the end. You never
Yeah. Hey, the happy plan, you better tune in.
you know how we are always saying our people are always talking about we need reparations.
Right. You're not gonna
Okay. Okay, so here's my reparation. I've been paid already. Let me tell you why.
Oh, okay. Now.
I have 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees. The first 2 were paid for. My last 2, that's my reparations.
Okay.
They ain't gonna never get their money back.
Okay. I'm like, do I need to block this one out?
They ain't gonna get that money back. I'm sorry. You might as well forgive that student loan, that 120-something thousand. You ain't getting it back. That's my reparations. I'm gone.
So come to Africa and try to get it from you.
Listen, come to Mexico and try to get it from me. You ain't getting it. No, you ain't getting it.
Oh,
And
you
then-
got Andrea laughing in the chat.
And then here's the other part. I probably shouldn't say it, but I don't care. I'm at the point. You know, when you get to a certain age,
You like whatever.
there's two things old people will do. They'll tell you the truth and they don't care.
They don't care.
And I get that now. And here's the other part. I'm going to claim that before I leave here next year, or this year, before I leave here, I'm going to claim that 7-year thing. I'm speaking in code, y'all, so you got to pick up.
Okay.
I'm going to claim the 7-year thing that lasts 7 years on your credit report.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got me. And that's how I'm getting out of here.
There you go.
Debt. No debt in my reparations.
Hey, there you go.
Joyce said, I hear you, Deborah. I know that's right.
Hey,
I got my
I see.
reparations. You can have this car and these keys, and I'm claiming that 7 year, and I'm out.
I'm out.
I ain't mad at you because that's how they use the system.
So
They use it working to their advantage and in every type of.
So
Hey, I'm not mad at you.
So all y'all that's listening to me, Deborah done told her plan. Now, Rochelle opened it up about our about our plan. That's my plan, and I'm
Yes.
tired. I ain't coming back.
And that's a good plan. Like that's what I'm saying. It's about, like you said, planning now. Backing up. Wait, first of all, make the plan short. Don't be
mine's real short.
Making it this wait a minute, making it this long. No, make your plan, make it short, and work on it. Y'all could be like, Deb, you see that smile on Deborah's face? You see that? Oh, Donna goes in.
I'm single and live alone. I'm single and not attached. I have to make that clear. Some people say, "Oh, I'm single," and they got somebody. No, I'm single and not attached. So when I get ready to leave here, I'm leaving with 3 bags. I'm getting rid of so much stuff. That's it.
Making her plan, and when I tell you, y'all just don't know. Deborah got her plan down pack, and when I say not just talking, it's action along with it. So I'm just waiting for her to pull up with her hat on and her what kind of drink you say you having, sis?
This is my hibiscus tea.
No. Well, you get the.
Oh, no, I'm not a drinker. That's what.
Oh, okay. Well, her Shirley Temple, as my mother used to say, Shirley Temple, and sipping in the and having.
No,
that's it.
I'm a cold drinker. But
okay.
You got to take a plan, and you got to stick to your plan. And that is, there are going to be bumps in the way. Something may be old, and you got to stay back and take care of it and do the best you can. Get out. Right. I'm getting out of everything. I'm going to get out of everything.
Okay, hold on. We have a question. Just a minute. Andrea say, I have a quick question. Do you guys think if we retire in Africa, they will stop our benefits at some point, like SSDI or military pay or whatever we have to live on?
Let me share this. They can't. Your SSI, when you leave this country, keep your bank here. Do not close your bank account. Keep at least one. If you have multiple, a savings and a commercial bank, whichever one that you use the most, think through it now. Whichever one that you use the most, keep that account open. I have automatic deposit for my pay, and my SSI goes to my commercial bank. My commercial bank ain't even here in the state where I live because I'm from up north. I never transfer anything down. So let me just give you this little nugget. Keep your bank account open when you move abroad. There are a number of other things you need to do because you have to be wise about your money when you use it in an ATM card. I hear Sweet Juicy Mama, Cynthia, always saying how they charge her account. There is a way of getting around being charged those charges, to your account. And that is to open up a Charles Schwab, an online Charles Schwab account.
Charles Schwab account.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
Charles Schwab as an investment thing. They also have an online savings or checking. Once you get that ATM card in the mail, and you can even make that your permanent account, but then you need your SSI, your military, whatever else you have to go into that account. And that's fine. That's just, giving the company or whoever it is your information.
Did I spell that right?
I
Deborah
can't,
in the
I,
chat?
I can't see the chat. I'm on my tablet, so I
Oh,
can't.
okay, okay. I think that's it. I wrote it in the chat. I put it up on the
It
screen,
look-
right? Is that correct?
Charles,
something like that.
Okay.
yes, Charles
Yeah,
Schwab
it's a pretty well known banking
bank
investment
account.
company.
Yes, it's
So
more.
yeah, they can find that.
That's right, Donnie. Most people know it as an investment. However, they also have a checking and savings. This account, once you get your ATM card in the mail, when you get to the country you're going to, you can use that card to get your monies out. Two things I've learned. Number one, Charles Schwab does not charge you fees. Now, your bank, if you kept it in your other bank, they may charge you. But if you put everything in your Charles Schwab account, they will not charge you a fee. If there is a fee charged from the bank ATM that you're using it from, they will reimburse you. So what is it?
Good.
You just get your money. I don't believe in
Yeah.
working and paying anybody for me to get my money out.
Yeah, I agree.
Avoid any of those things. If you go to Walmart and they're charging you to transfer money and don't get out of that. Figure out another way. Number two, what was the other one? One was the Charles Schwab. Oh, when you go to these banks in another country, they will ask you, do you want us to figure out the difference? What is the difference between your American money and, say, Mexico's money for that day? Because it changes.
Okay.
Always say no. They're going to charge you an arm and a leg. You're only asking, they're not going to give you American money. They're going to give you that country's money. Okay? Don't let them they'll figure it out. The machine will figure it out. Hit no, so you don't get charged. Now, unless you're not sure about it, have on your cell phone, you can have what is this app that I put on my phone? It is called EX. It's called EX, just the letter, XE, X and E. It is a currency converter. X, it's a currency. When you go to the bank, while you're standing in front of the ATM or prior to you getting there, just hit the amount that you need to take out, figure out how much it is. When you go to that ATM and they ask you, do you want us to figure it out for you? Say no and when they tell you on here what to put in, that's what you put in. So there are ways. Huh?
Thank you so much. You dropping some jewels. I'm gonna make
Teacher.
Yeah, through and through.
Right. Hey, I got one for you too that I noticed that I use too, and I've heard a couple of people in Tanzania say this. You get one of these online banks. I converted to Chime Bank, and it's an online bank, and they said that there's no fees when they get their money in Africa. And if you get it too, what I also know, what I'm loving this bank now is I know when I get paid once a month early. It started out being a couple of days. Now it's almost a week. I get my money back.
Mine too.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you.
Yes, I used to get paid. I get paid both of my pay. I get my Social Security once a month because I want to be able to have everything in the bank and I can park my own money. I don't need you to give me twice. I don't need no twice a month. And then my pay from my company that I work for VIP Kids, I asked them to give me my pay once a month. And it used to come on the 15th, but I get it on the 8th. And I've been getting it on the 8th for about a year and a half now. And I'm so grateful. So grateful. So I'm like you, Donnie. It's wonderful to get once a month. I know what bills I need to pay. I know what I need to do with it. I'm not going to fall short nowhere in along the line.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're right.
Any more jewels, Deborah, because you got, or don't go there.
I'm in my look. I'm
Oh,
in
she
my
got her plan together.
I'm telling you guys, we might have to. Matter of fact, you know what? I may just do a interview with you, Deborah. So look out for that. I hope you don't mind. Just
Look, did you forget I only came on today because you kept
okay.
saying that? And my spiritualizations kept saying, I know she's doing that for me. I know she's trying to make me come in here.
Well, then we better get. Hello, y'all heard that? Y'all better get what you can get while she on. Any more questions?
Hey, watch the replay.
But to be honest with you, even I mean, she what's her name? Is that Audrey? She asked the
Yes,
question.
Audrey.
She asked the question. So the only thing you won't be able to get, Audrey, over there is your medical, because these countries,
Right.
every country is different. So what you get here in the state is really for you here in the state. I've heard from different ones that have gone to doctors in Africa, and it's cash, and what you're
Yeah.
paying is nothing
No,
that we would pay here, even without insurance.
exactly.
Who was it? Was it Rick that got new glasses or something? A while
Right. I
back?
think so.
And then
Huh.
he only paid like $25. And that was to
Yeah.
see the optician, to get the prescription, to get the glasses with the lens. $25. And I already gave you the illustration in Mexico about the sister from California, and her name is Michi too. And she had double knee operations, and it would have cost her a little less than 10,000 here in the state. And when she went to Mexico and had it done, it was $500. I'd rather pay $500 and
Wow.
the job is done right, than to
Exactly.
be
Yeah.
ripped off for another what 7,000 some hundred. Oh, no way.
Hmm.
It's
Exactly.
too much. But your money is valued in other countries. It really is. The only thing is UK is above American money. So
Oh,
Yeah.
UK, they're more expensive than we
I don't want to go there anyway. I'm good.
I wonder why. But our money is higher in most of other countries, but UK is higher than we are. So if you take your American money and live over there, you're going to pay more than what we're paying here.
Right. And see,
So
this is what I'm saying. Like, all of this stuff was like hidden. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't know nothing about it. And they do that by design.
mhm.
By
Yeah.
design. They want us to stay in the rat race. They want us to stay down. They want us to just rot away and just pass away, and that's it. No, we need to change our narrative. We need to change our lives. We can't accept what has been stolen for us. We can't.
The Charles Schwab is SCHWAB.
It's SCH.
It's Charles
Oh,
C
okay.
W.
Oh, hold on. I messed up something.
If I was on my laptop, I can see and help you, but I'm on my tablet and I can't.
Wait, they can type in Charles Swab, right? It'll pull
Yeah,
up.
yeah, it's Charles, and then they can type it in and it'll pull up. But I just
Okay,
wanted to
yeah.
correct. I think
Put
Yeah.
it in the chat.
I'm sure that'll come up.
spelled it SWAB, but it's SCHWAB.
Oh, okay.
But they'll find it. People, we don't play people dumb now. The
Oh,
other thing
now-
is TransferWise. I was also told TransferWise is another way. And the reason why I know about this part is because I belong to a Facebook group of teachers who teach at the same company who used to live in the United States, but their military families and their families. Yes, there you go, Audrey.
yeah, she pulled it up. She was on it already.
Yes.
All right, Audrey.
Their military families, and they moved abroad. So I was online talking to them, telling them at this point I was going to go to Africa, and if there were any teachers living in Africa. And those that live over there, the main complaint was the internet.
Right.
No, we've been on with our brothers and sisters over there. It went
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It just goes off whenever. As a teacher, we have to have backup. So we live in Florida where tornadoes come. And so I was telling Griselle, I have 2 lanterns. I have a what do you call this? A hotspot thing
Right.
that I use.
Yeah.
And so even if the electricity and everything is always on full. So even if the electricity goes off, I'm set. I also have a solar, a solar
Charger.
charger. Hmm.
Yeah.
Cell phone charger that will charge my iPad, my laptop, as well as my cell phone. So you want to have backups like that if you're going to Africa, because definitely, as we know, the electricity goes out. It's not
Right.
staying, and you
Right.
could still be able to be online with your stuff charged and having something that can continue to charge. But
Exactly.
in Mexico, I don't have that problem. I won't have that problem, especially
Yeah.
in the
You
area.
need that with what you do. You definitely need the internet. It's very important.
You need backup.
Hmm.
You need
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
TransferWise is another um, need. I mean, if you can use that company and then your mail, that's the other thing. So write these down, Grizel, so you can have your questions ready.
Okay.
And how do you get your mail from the United? There's a way, and I talked to Grizel and I shared things with her too. How do we get our mail when you're going to travel from here to there, or even if you're going over there, but you still have bills or different things you want to continue to pay? There is an online, I'll just say this much. There is an online service that you can use. It is a monthly fee and it is not a lot and it's all electronic. I won't give the name now. Let that be Gazelle's time when she wants to, but there is something.
You're welcome to, sis. You welcome if you'd like to share. I don't mind.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to have something else coming on later, so I don't want to give everything.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna hop on for me later. Oh, great, dear.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's why I said if not, spill the beans.
But as I learn, I don't mind sharing because we all need to help
Right.
other. We all need to grow. And if you have a
Exactly.
nugget, tell me so that I can know how to
Right.
do and get to where I am. I have no
Right.
problem sharing. Yeah,
Yes.
I have 2 notebooks full of stuff, y'all.
I know you don't play.
The teacher stuff.
Yes. You don't play. You like me. I went out and I got like about 4 or 5 notebooks. And the lady at Walmart said, "You getting ready to write, aren't you?" I said, "Oh yes."
Yeah, my grandmother taught us well as kids growing up. She said, "Y'all better write that down."
Exactly.
That down. And she goes by the scripture. Write it on the tablet, make it plain, tie the string
Make it
around your
plain.
finger,
Yeah.
and so that you will not forget. There's a scripture. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but write it down and make it plain is the part that I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something like that. I remember.
Yes. Hearing it.
And so she made us write everything down. Did y'all hear what she said? If you don't write it down, she made us write it down. So I have always been a write it down
Me too.
person.
Me too.
Those,
Yep. And the kids are bothering me. Oh, you could use this because yes, I have my phone. Yes, it does have a
oh
note,
yeah, the note tablet.
but
I type stuff in there.
I love my old school.
Mhm.
It
Yeah,
won't lead you wrong, you know?
I like electronic books, but I also like to hold it in my hand too.
Exactly. Because if this goes down, you have your backup, you know?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You have your backup. So Donnie, that sounds really good. I love your retirement plan, you know, and yours, Deborah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You got me.
I'm gonna be running.
You got me thinking about Mexico.
Hey,
Donnie, when you let me say this,
300 a
and to
month.
and to anybody else, yes, they got now the houses ain't as big like in Africa
uh-huh.
with the big compounds and how the young people over there got their families and they're living in these 7-bedroom houses. They're
Right.
small. They're small, but it's comfortable. And
Mhm.
these people are welcoming to us just like our people are in Africa
Right.
because
Right.
they know we are not far apart from each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are minorities. I hate that word.
Right.
Um, and so they are so welcoming to us. But that's my escape plan because I have a feeling United States is going to start stopping us from leaving here. It's
Me
already
too.
it's already in the works. Did you see what happened where the volcano just exploded
No, I didn't hear about
online?
Oh.
It's in
Oh.
what country is that? I just seen it on the news this morning. How about they only
Oh,
evacuated the people who had this vaccination?
wow.
It's starting already.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They only evacuate. So those people who are on that land, I think is it in Jamaica? Is somebody saying where it is in the chat?
No.
It's where the volcano just erupted. They went back and got all the people who had been vaccinated and put them on a boat, evacuated them right on out of
First of all, how do they even know? Did they show
the
proof?
card. Yeah, you know,
Oh, okay, they show proof. Okay,
you get a card.
that's why I like Donnie.
That's St. Vincent.
Huh?
Huge explosion rocks in St. Vincent.
It's St. Vincent.
Okay, so Donnie on it.
Somebody put it in the chat, or you looked it up.
No, I just Googled it.
Okay,
He Googled it.
it's in ain't St. Vincent in Jamaica?
It's
One
in
of
the
the
it's a Caribbean island. It's
One of the
probably
islands.
close to it.
And it's a volcano that just erupted and hasn't erupted since 1970 something.
Wow.
And when it erupted, you know, the people needed somewhere to go. They couldn't get them off the island. So when they did decide, they decided to just take the people who was vaccinated.
Wow.
I said, what?
Yeah.
And they moved the other people who were not vaccinated to the other side of the island.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's good. Back up, man.
Now keep in mind, the world is watching.
Yeah.
And we have a way of replicating what other people are doing.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Okay. Keep in mind, and I have a feeling this country here, and this is just in my spirit, we're going to start asking for that vaccination card. You heard how our Governor Griselle here in Florida denied having that passport shot record added to our passports, right?
He denied it.
He denied it.
Okay.
Because the president, suggested it.
Right.
With that being said, this is what I have a feeling was getting ready to happen. They're not going to let people on airplanes from state to state to state in a minute. Now, I'm just kind of prophesying, not prophesying. This is what I feel in my spirit.
Well, I'm claiming that. No,
it's coming there.
I have a feeling that they are going to stop people from flying unless you have that vaccination.
They will stop people from doing everything.
And so the only people will say, "Well, I'll just drive." You won't get across the border. That's what I'm feeling in my spirit. I really do. I feel like that they're making it a number one priority because, as you know, our governor here in this state made it a priority to make sure he led the nation on getting seniors vaccinated first. So he made the vaccination a big thing, and everybody else kind of followed.
That's crazy.
Well, it is crazy. I have a feeling real soon.
You know how people that's not vaccinated just with regular, shots and things. You know what I mean? It's so many of them that doesn't participate in that anyway.
Right. There's quite
crazy for them to do that.
Participating, and it's so unfair. Just like what just happened with the volcano. Who did they pick up and take away? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I know one thing, family. I'm gonna stay prayed up. I'm gonna stay faithful, and I feel like, regardless of what's going on, that He's gonna get us out of here safe, one way or another. Whatever they put in there, we're gonna be covered. A strong believer.
The new underground railroad about to happen. Getting out of here.
There you go.
Escape to Mexico. Them babies may be coming here, but we going the other way. So.
Hello. Thank you. Exactly.
They can come here all they want. They can take our houses, they can take our cars, and then I'll give you the keys. But I'm heading where you leaving.
Hello. And guess what? I still got these 2 feet.
I'm not walking. I'm getting out of here.
Well, hey, I'm saying push come to shove, you do whatever avenues you got to do. Put it like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
so when there's a will, there's a way. I'm not gonna let science, none of that control my life.
No, don't let it control your life, but be cognizant
and have your plan together. Your backup.
What's going on around you, Griselle.
Yeah.
Make sure that you don't. I know people say I don't watch the news. There's so much horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Here's my philosophy, and y'all can take it or leave it. Study the strategy of the devil. Study the strategy of the devil. You need to know.
Wow.
When I was married, my husband used to say to me, Deborah, know your surroundings. Know where you are.
You have to know your surroundings. You do.
Know your surroundings.
You do.
But you also need to study the strategy of the devil and listen to what people are saying. Because a lot of times they're talking and you may be going like this when you should really be going like this.
Right.
So you need
Wow.
to know which way he's coming. Everything that sounds good is
Not
not good for you. And I know I'm not talking to people who don't know better. I'm just
right.
admonishing you to study the strategy of the devil. Don't be so loose that you're not careful enough to know better.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's one thing about it. You can't run from the
You just
news.
dropped the bomb right there.
She did.
I gotta write that down myself.
The phone always keep you aware where you want it to or not. You pull up the phone, bam, they're gonna lose. So you can't hide
Hey,
from it, you know.
I was just watching. I don't know if it was the news that was on, but I wasn't on, and they just said the same thing. It was one of them senators or something were saying that they want to get it to the point where if you're not vaccinated, then you don't have access, and we need to make it so that you got that card, that you're a priority. So they're saying stuff now, throwing a little out here to the direct moving in to where, if you want to do anything, you might not be able to go to the grocery store, you might not, you definitely not gonna be able to go to work or do something where you gotta leave at the house and be places if you don't get vaccinated. So they put things in place to make sure that everybody does it. So yeah, I think
but make your way. Make your way.
yeah,
Right,
Some
right.
of you have to leave everything here. Sell it, call the Salvation Army with a big truck and tell them take it all. Pack up what you
yeah,
take with you. Say goodbye to your stuff. Ship those pictures off that you're not taking with you to some family members who's not going, so that they're secured and the family line is still there. But get the heck out of Dodge, y'all. We got to go.
Yeah. And then a lot of it too. I'm not downplaying it, but a lot of it too is scare tactics. Tactics too to get you scared. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's why I said study.
Yeah. A lot of it is, well, let me put this out in the universe. And then as soon as you put it out, everybody just gonna run like crazy as well. At the same, you gotta kind of balance it out or be aware, huh?
But Brazil, this is what you said to me, man. Okay, y'all know, you know me by now, everybody that's listening. When you said, they'll be going, everybody going the same way. It reminds me how black people are in the movie.
Yes.
How white people go towards the trouble, but we like standing in the back like this.
I'm out.
We
don't even say
exit stage left. We ain't following no trouble. We ain't trying to see. We ain't that nosy. Okay. And the first person that turned around and run, we already in the back. We go.
Hey, we ain't worried about knees, back, nothing. We just go.
We don't look back. We keep running a straight line. We beehive it right on out of here.
Hey, we look at it like that's a distraction. I'm out.
And look, listen, don't let nobody tell you we don't have to sit in the back of the bus. Sometimes it's good to be in the back. That's that emergency door exit. We'll be the first ones out of here.
That's it.
Oh, that's true.
We're gonna be the first ones out of here because we ain't looking at no trouble. There's trouble up there. Oh, what happened? We ain't up there.
And that's it.
I'm sorry, Gazette.
You telling the truth? That ain't nothing but the truth.
That's true. You're right about that.
We ain't looking. So when you said what you said, that reminded me of in the movies.
Like my kids, I tell them, okay, we had an incident that happened. It was crazy though, but I told my husband, I said, get in the car. He got in the car quick. So I told my kids, I said, listen, I said, y'all would have said, why, mama? Why we got to get in the car? I said, see, you can't ask no questions when your mama or daddy or whoever tell you to do something. You better just do it. Because it's going to be too late. As soon as you open your mouth asking that question.
And you standing there waiting for the answer.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to teach them. Don't be asking me no question. When I say take off, you take off.
I know that's right, Brazil. We cannot afford to waste time with this escape plan to leave.
Right.
They don't hear, just again, as you probably heard, another black boy was just recently shot.
Yes, my cousin told me. Yeah. Yeah.
And so this is even though most of it has slowed down, it has not stopped.
Mm-mm.
It's time for
And
us to
even
give our
and you know
black
what? It
kids
might not have even slowed down. We just probably haven't heard about.
all of it.
I agree with that. They just stopped reporting it.
There you go. There you go.
Look at the military one that happened just a couple of days prior to the boy that just got killed. The man
Yeah.
pulled in a gas station, well lit. He did everything right. And what did the cop do? Pepper sprayed him.
Yep. She just told me about that. Yep.
He is suing both of them officers.
Yep.
Right? He has every right to do so. He can't say he was resisting.
Right.
He wasn't on it. He said he was scared to get out of his car because of how aggressive the police officers were. It's time for us to exit stage left. Get your plan in order and get out of here.
Yeah.
This furniture, all this stuff is
Right.
stuff you can replace.
Right.
I don't care if it was grandma's couch. Well, it's time for us to give up grandma's couch. And her, it's time for us to get out of here. And
I wanted to ask you a question, Deborah, before I forget. When you were telling Aubrey about the setting up of your funds and everything, do you have to have an address though, still here locally?
That I haven't got that far because I'm here with my driver's license, and from what I understand in Mexico, you can still rent a car and drive a car in Mexico with your state license as long as it's not expired.
Okay.
And so that's why a couple of things is expiring next year. Number one is driver's license. So I'm going to be here to take another one, and Florida's last 10 years.
Oh, right.
So I don't mind staying till May. I'll be 64, and then 65. When I turn 65, I'm out.
I know that's right.
And so with that being said, as far as an address, I'm not sure.
That's what I was wondering about.
I did speak with my bank last week, Thursday, and they're in Connecticut where I moved from to move here to Florida. And I spoke with the representative and asked her, is it true that when I leave the country and go to another country, I need to make you aware of where I'm moving? She said, absolutely. If you're going to move there and not come back, just let us know if you're moving to another country.
Oh, so you have
to. So they won't flag your card as if somebody's using your card at ATMs in another country. So for everybody that's listening, if you're planning on moving, and even if you're going for a vacation, but you're going to be using your ATM at another country, please call your bank before you leave here and let them know where you're going, because they will shut your card down. You'll be stuck in a country and can't even access your money. Mm-hmm. Let them know, so they will flag your card saying that you are traveling out of the country. Okay, that's what was said to me from my bank. I've heard it from different YouTubers, but you don't want to just take them for face value. You want to also call and ask and make sure. So it is a true fact. You need to call your bank. As far as the address, having an address, I think that's where I'm not sure. I don't want to speak.
We'll have to look into that. And what other question did I want to ask you, Deborah? Okay, so it's like, are all the banks set up where, like, do they have to offer like, I guess, the international services from one bank to another?
That's where fees will come in. And that's why I'm saying to you, make up your mind if you're going to get a Charles Schwab account.
Oh, okay. Because other than that, that's the question we would need to ask our bank.
Well, they're going to charge you. Any local bank in your country is going to charge you a fee for transferring your money to an out-of-country bank.
Oh, okay.
That's where the Charles Schwab account would come in.
Gotcha.
If you want to leave your money in your commercial bank or your savings and loan bank, that's fine. But you will get a fee
every time.
Transferring every time you go to an ATM, and that ATM bank in that other country may possibly charge you a fee for getting their money.
They getting paid.
That's why I said Charles Schwab. You can
Okay.
you can close down your account, but do it way before you leave here. And if you do, like I have both my paycheck, my SSI and my VIP kid my work paycheck all goes automatically in my account up north. I can close that down to
Okay.
avoid fees and open up the online Charles Schwab. You can access your
Okay.
line anytime.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Charles Schwab that will not charge. And if your bank or if you're charged something, they will reimburse it back to you as if you never paid it. You
Okay.
will get it back at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Those are the
Okay.
difference. Some people may say, well, I'm coming back to the States. I don't want to close down my account. So the Charles account replaces it can replace your regular account if you want to close that one down, but I would suggest leave it open. But if you
Leave your other one open.
leave your commercial bank, leave a bank open here, even if you
Okay.
need $500 in it that you not
Okay.
access it, or leave it there as your emergency.
Okay.
But have your SSI or your
Retirement.
retirement, your military, have that go to give Charles Schwab those account numbers, that money.
Okay.
And so you can
Connected with
access
that.
it. Yeah, so you can
Okay.
access it and you will be able to get your money out with no fee.
Oh, okay. Audrey, did you get that? Want to make sure she's getting the information. Did you get that, Audrey?
Two things. I'm saying it two different ways, Audrey. I'm saying it. You can replace it and just use the Charles Schwab, or leave your bank. I'm not going to close my bank account. I'm going to
Okay.
put money in my bank account to leave it open as emergency. So just in case something. Okay, she got it. All right. Just in case. So leave your account open here, but for my Social Security, I'm going to turn that over to Charles Schwab.
Okay.
George Schwab.
I know what you mean.
I've said that more than once. Charles Schwab account. I'm going to
Okay.
have my SSI change from my local bank to my Charles Schwab account. I'm going to have VIP Kid changed over to my Charles Schwab account so that I can access both those funds whenever I need to
Okay.
from a bank account in another country. But I'm going to leave my commercial bank open here in the state. I'm not closing that down.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that can be you. I will still have the ATM machine card for my commercial bank, but I'm not going to close it. But
Okay.
if I leave $500 in there and I need it and I'm under emergency, guess what I'm
Right.
going to do? I may get charged $45, but I need $300.
It's worth it. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
If it's going to hold me off between pay,
Moving.
but
I'm taking my notes.
don't close your American account down at all.
Oh my gosh, this is really good information. Thank you, Deborah.
And plus, Griselle, you're traveling. You're going back and forth. So
Yes. I would do that. Right.
Coming back.
I don't want to either, sis. But we've discussed that.
I done got my 2 plans, my reparations, and my 7-year one, and I ain't coming back.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm gonna probably be there eventually. I'm claiming. Hold on. Let's see if she have any more questions. Okay, she got that. Okay. All right. Wow. Donnie, go in. You got that? You taking your notes?
He's on mute. He may have had to leave.
Yeah. This is great. I'm trying to think what other questions. I think that's it.
Look up TransferWise online. TransferWise.com.
TransferWise.com. Hold on. Write my notes again.
Yes, thank you so much, Deborah. Okay, you're welcome, Asante. Asante Sana. Yay!
She's been studying. Look. You said, do what again, Deborah? I'm sorry.
I'm going to spell it. It's called TransferWise. It's one word. T-R-A. Let me know when you're ready. TRANSFER. Transfer. WISE. TransferWise. When I spoke with several other teachers that work for this company that are over in Vietnam and teaching, they're Americans, but they're military families. And they told me, Deborah, you can also use a company called TransferWise. Let me read what they told me. When you need cash, TransferWise to a local account and withdraw it from the bank. So in other words, when you get to that country, and if you qualify to open up account in Africa, or if you qualify to open up account in Mexico, once you open up that account, you can use TransferWise. It's just another tool. This is a list of tools. Okay, you can use TransferWise to transfer. Now, is there a fee to that one? Yes. How much? I don't know.
Okay.
I was given that information as well.
All right. I hope everybody's taking their notes because I'm doing the same.
We're in class right now.
Is teaching once again.
Okay, I need.
I noticed this.
Cash App me. No, some just.
Okay, I know that.
Hey, now you mentioned Cash App, right? Cash App too.
Yes,
I don't know.
Say this to you about Cash App. This is because that you can invest. A lot of people just use Cash App for money transfer and whatever. A lot of people don't know the power they possess in Cash App. If you have Cash App on your phone, does anybody in here, Donnie, you have Cash App?
Yeah,
I did.
Do you have your phone with you, your cell with you right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk everybody through it. If you got your Cash App, open up your Cash App right now. I'm gonna show you where.
But I took it off. But
okay, at the bottom of your Cash App. Okay, remember this. Your screen. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Let's see. That ain't working. Okay, remember this. This is your. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
This is your Cash App.
Okay.
So you'll find that at the bottom it has a $sign, then it has a card. A lot of people don't know that is your checking account. Hit that little card. Does a little Visa card come up?
Yeah.
You see your name?
Yeah.
Do you see them numbers? Did you know you have a checking account with Cash App?
What?
I thought we had an account number and a routing number.
That's it. That's exactly what that is. I'm not turning mine around because I don't want to.
Right, of course.
but maybe they'll drop some money in there.
For real.
Of all this good information.
For all of this advice and good information.
Next to that is the $sign. That's the green screen. The green screen, right? Next to that is where you can invest. Open that up. Do you see the word investing at the top?
Yep.
Scroll down. You'll see all the things you can invest in. Scroll all the way down, and it gives you suggestions on where you can invest. One is like Nike's, Coca-Cola, Walmart.
Wow.
Hold on. I need to get this checked. See, I got afraid one time I used Cash App, and I guess they monitor maybe how much you receive or send out or something like that, and then it started asking me personal information. I said, "Oh no!" and I took that thing off my app.
Well, you're gonna give it when you put you open up a Cash App. Only you should be the one nobody should be asking you for anything.
Well, it asks for how it asks
only you should be putting your personal information in when you first pick up your Cash App.
It's coming in.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's right here. That's right here. Wow.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Uh-oh, she's frozen.
Yeah,
because I told you I was headed out, but
I can't hear.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We can now.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get you now.
All right. So let me fix that. Yeah, I was listening in. I was in and out. Let me fix the now I can't see y'all. Let me see what I can do there. Okay. Yeah, I was in and out. I can see y'all. I can hear y'all. Thanks, Deborah Green, for all the value. And I'm on my way now to take my kids to their first job interview. And, this is and they are 9, 11, and 14. And it's with it's a black-owned place called Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids, where this lady provides different services for people. And the kids will be like doing different jobs, whether it's yard work or food services, like delivering food, packaging food, and that sort of thing. But they get paid a check. And so just like Deborah Green is saying, like all the different savings options and everything, We definitely have a Schwab account. But one thing I did want to say to everybody is really and truly, there are so many Black YouTubers out here giving this information to us, and it's easy to follow, and we can win. Like I'm winning. There's no question in my mind about retirement. I don't see retirement as an age. I feel like I'm part retired now because um I don't work hard if I want to work in order to earn money, and I know how to make money. Uh-oh,
I can hear you.
got messed up.
I can see you and hear you.
Do you want me to mute myself?
Wait, hold on. Now we can't hear
All
you.
right, but yeah,
Back.
I think I'm back, right?
Yes, you're back.
Okay. So yeah, but that's the main thing is that, like we really can win with in all the ways we can win. It's not very difficult. It's not confusing. We can do it. And it's really a matter of, following those people that have this information. They're giving the information for free. And then, the more I started watching those things, I understood it. Like Donnie was talking about earlier, Donnie was talking about insurance, for example. We got more insurance than we need. You know what I mean? If anything, we are overinsured. But yeah, every time I find out about something, I watch videos on it. I try to find Black YouTubers, and they are some of the best ones. JT hustles every day. He has different ways to make money, different ways to make 6-figure incomes, 5-figure incomes, whatever. But that's it. I digress. Deborah Green, I know you were talking. I just jumped in the scene, and so and and then the last thing I want to say is that, we have the world. The world is ours. We don't have to look at it like I'm leaving here, I'm not ever going there, because if you follow, there's a Nigerian guy. His name is Ike. His last name is Ojiamin or Ojiamin, because it's a Nigerian name. But Ike, he's albino, so he looks white, but he's albino.
I know who you're talking about. I've seen him.
Right. So he's a great example of talking about how we own the world. And he's like, if I go to LA, I might be there for 3 months. I might be there for 1 month. I might be there for a year. I might be in Ethiopia. I might be in all these places, but that's because the world is mine. I'm expanding my territories, not necessarily taking one and leaving the other. And I think we definitely have to keep that mindset when we have children, because our grandchildren, our great grandchildren are going to be here in this world. We got to set them up right. That's what other people. Do. You said Trap Flicks. You talking about Trapper?
JT, the one that was in Burkina Faso, but now he's in Kenya. That's who you're talking about, right? JT?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
I put him in earlier. JT Hustles. Because the one I put in, it Hustles, it's a Z on the end instead of an S.
Okay, let me go back and look.
Yeah, like I said, Erica Williams, JT Hustles, Dr. Lynn Richardson. There's a Black couple that does a podcast, and they feature Dr. Lynn Richardson quite often. I cannot think of the name of them right now. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm driving. And so, yeah, but it's just a lot of information out here. It's not confusing. And once you get involved with one Black YouTuber that's doing things, you'll find so many. And so rather than following like scams and scandals and gossip, we can follow progress and we can follow the money trails. And I'm saying that to whoever's listening, not us on the panel per se, just, saying in general, that's what we really have to do. We got to really do what's important, because that's what's important for us. When we look at other cultures, they don't talk about who's on meth and who's on, what's the other one they do all the time? Acid. They don't talk about their, who's at intervention. They don't ever. They don't mention that. Look at Donnie goes in laughing, right? So my thing is, I'm not talking about the problems of my people if I can't just give solutions. I'm not going to talk about them in conjunction, because when they talk about intervention, that's all they're talking about. They're not talking about intervention and making money. So, I'm not saying that for this panel or what we got to do. I'm saying in general, there are some of us out here, that's all we're doing. They talking money, they're talking business, they're talking progress. And it's amazing. It's some young Black people that are doing some stuff. Corey, what's the people we went to in Baltimore? Charm City Buyers. Charm City Buyers, they're amazing. It's a young Black couple. I mean, they had a baby while they were doing this stuff. This was before they had kids. They were like 22. Charm City Buyers. Charm City is Baltimore. So, it's one of those things where birds of a feather flock together. So once you find one, you find the other one. They talk in the same language, and they talk it so we can understand it.
Right.
The Black people talk it so we can. The same way Deborah got on here, and then it was all of a sudden like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Yes. Right.
Yeah, but
Hey,
I'll go quiet.
Corey. I want to say hi to Corey. I ain't want to leave him out.
Sorry.
Hey, how y'all doing?
You sound like you're tired today, Corey.
Giselle, my bell.
He knows I
He's
love
singing
my
everybody.
Hi, Corey and children.
hello, children. I
They
wish
said hi,
you
Corey and children.
oh, they're so gorgeous. Look at them. Oh my goodness. I wish you well on your interview and everything. I know you'll get it.
She said she wishes y'all well on the interview. She knows y'all will get it. Thanks. They said thank you.
Yeah, you all are doing a great job too. I love your channel. Guys, make sure if you're not subscribed to Blind Guy, His Wife, and Their Life, make sure you go on over and do that immediately. They drop a lot of jewels. They have a lot of interviews, as well as recipes. I'm always looking forward to the recipes too. So definitely check them out. And Donnie Goes In. Deborah doesn't have a channel yet. It may be in the making. Maybe she's shaking her head no. But yes, you're right. Blind Guy, His Wife, you're absolutely right. And I think this is great for us to share information with each other, because a lot of times it's just a lack of knowledge, not knowing where to go, where to start. So this is great. And I wanted to come on and talk about this. I wanted everybody input, information. I think it's important because sometimes, we may not know some information and somebody else may know the information. So this is important. This is what we need so to make our goals and move forward. So I thank you all for all of your information that you are sharing.
I agree.
I interrupted when Deborah Green was talking about the checking account, and I was looking it up while you were saying it, and so I do want to say that, are you talking about when we get that card that counts as a checking account? Is that what you mean? Because I have the bank card.
Mm-hmm. Yes, if you have the bank card, then you have an account with Charles Schwab. Absolutely. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you. Okay.
Yes. If you have a Charles Schwab account, they send you the bank card to go along with the call. Some people want the checking account. Some people only want they use the debit card or the charge card. It doesn't matter. As long as your account, then you can take your monies and have it transferred every month into your account, and you won't get charged in Africa when you use their
That's
ATM.
wonderful. I didn't know that. This is a great.
I don't believe in paying nobody to get the money I already work for. That's my money. Just give me what I work for. I'm not giving you no 10% over what's in there. I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm gonna always look for ways to keep my money, or I'm pulling my money out. If I can't get it,
Right.
I'm not paying nobody.
See, I knew about the card, but I didn't realize it worked that way in another country. Like we could just use it like a bank card without fees, I guess. Like you were saying we could transfer money from our account, whatever other bank account, to that account, So that way we're using that as a card to swipe or to withdraw.
If you have a bank account in the country you're going to.
Oh,
So you know what? So there are stipulations. If in Mexico, you have to have a residency card. So that takes time. You don't have to be a citizen to open a bank account, but you have to start in America to go for your residency card. When you go to Africa, it's the same way. I think it's 15 years in Gambia. You have to live 15 years. They're trying to change that. What's her name? Exit? No,
that's
I think that's for citizenship.
Blackfin or citizenship. So I don't know
Yeah.
I think you have to prove residency once you get to these countries. Once you have your residence, you'll be able to open up your account. What I was saying is follow the stipulations. You don't have to open up a bank account. You can go to their ATM machine and take the money out. That bank may charge you a fee for using their ATM, but Charles Schwab is going to reimburse you back that fee.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So you're not
Got it. Because Charles Schwab,
you're paying, but you're getting it back.
right. I know. I see what you mean. Because Charles Schwab, like you're saying, even in the States, they return all fees. And so I see what you're saying. And then, there is a bank in the Gambia where we can, it's in my notes. I don't have access to it now, where, from my understanding, and this was from watching some of the other Africans and people on the continent, there is a bank in the Gambia where we can get an account. Most of them, you have to be there in person, which is why, and that's another thing that Ike talks about. Like he was like, Google just for fun, seeing how many countries you can visit by getting your e-visa, or by Google just for fun, how many accounts you can get in other countries without having to be there. And I was like, oh yeah.
Wow,
And he's so funny. He's like, hop off of Instagram and hop onto these places. But yeah, it makes sense. I hadn't thought about that stuff, but he's a world traveler. So, these things are more normal for him than they are for those of us that are just like, oh, okay, I'm going to travel internationally more often soon. But since he does it on the regular, that's just part of his, his MO.
There is a bank in Tanzania. It's called SOFO, SOFI, International Bank. They will not charge you either. You'll get your fees back. So it's called SOFO International Bank in Tanzania. So if you move to Tanzania and you open up an account at SOFO International Bank, you will not get charged any fees there either if you're using your American ATM card.
Now, Blind Guy, his wife, she said, Google what again? How many accounts you can open? What again? What was that?
How many countries you can go to and you can open bank accounts there without being there.
Okay, how many?
It's like you said, some of them you got to physically be there to be able to open an account or have a residency before you have an account. But see how many you can.
Without being there. This is
Somebody
great.
said something about that Cash App too. I don't know if Cash App. I think it works anywhere, but you can't open a cash. Some of these places you can't open an account up overseas.
I'm not sure if Cash App,
but you can still use it overseas.
I'm not sure if Cash App works in Africa. I don't know that answer, but I do know it definitely works in Mexico. That's for Audrey.
Okay.
Audrey was asking, but does Cash App work in Africa? I'm not sure. It seems like I heard somebody say it doesn't, but I did not go and do any research or check it out. I contact Cash App and ask them what countries do they operate in. That would be the best thing. But that's what I was doing. I was asking you guys to look at your Cash App. So now you guys are familiar with your Cash App.
Yeah.
You can invest
$1
and invest in a company. So if any of y'all use Walmart, I only invest in things I use.
Right.
If any of y'all use Walmart, put $1 in there and see what it does. It ain't gonna do much. I'm gonna tell you now, not with $1.
Wow.
That's for the skeptic. I am an aggressive investor. You got to learn yourself. You know, if you're the scary type, then you know if you can afford losing $1, it's okay. I'm the one that would take 500 and just invest. Whether I lose it or not, I'm not gonna sweat it because I know I can make it again. It's a mindset.
Go, girl.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset. Okay, okay. Am I gonna cry over this? No, because I know I can make another $500.
I'm
And
a safe haven spinner.
and most people are, especially when you're not sure about the investment.
Right.
Let me show you something else for those that may still have their Cash App open. In your Cash App, it teaches, if you scroll down where I told you open it up and it says investing at the top, that's the last icon, second to the last one at the bottom. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see something that it'll tell you, it'll say my first stock. For those of you that have the Cash App, that's where you're going to learn about what to do. It's so simple. It's picture oriented for those who are sight learners. And then, you know, if you're a reader and you can be taught by just reading what it's so simple. It's the
I
basic
use
way.
Robinhood for now.
I have Robinhood.
Yeah, I've started with Robinhood. That's my little start.
We are the ones that got locked out for GameStop. I was mad as heck when they locked us out.
Oh goodness.
But that was a good investment that I did.
Yes, you did really good. Definitely. I'm gonna have to look into that GameStop stuff for real.
But I mean, for those that, I mean, I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, my husband said Cash App works in Africa.
Oh,
Audrey.
okay. Audra.
Audrey.
Audra.
Audrey.
You put an I in her name.
I know, right? She gonna get me too.
No, she not. I'm sure everybody does it. I'm sure everybody does it.
Okay, so thank you for that information, hubby. That's my hubby, Rod, man. He said you can't use Cash App, so that's good.
Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, yes, I forgot. What am I thinking about? That's right. We did do a transaction.
Through Cash App?
Well, was it? No, actually it was to the UK. But he must have done his research. So but yeah, we did a transaction from the UK. So okay, so she said yes, thank you. All right, awesome. Man, this is great information. Wow. I learned a lot. That's why I say you're never too old, too young to learn.
We're not. We're really not. Thank
you, Blind Guy and his wife, for coming in. But you're not. You're always learning. Hello, Tanika. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, okay, just saying hello. All right. Yes. So Deborah, you have any more jewels to drop for us?
I have lots in this book.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not gonna do it today.
Yeah, we'll have to do this for sure another day. I skipped lunch today, guys, to be with you all. I had to we had to talk about this. This was something that needed to be talked about and discussed with. And it sounds like, well, let me see, because we have Tanika coming in. I'm gonna put you on the spot since you just came in. But what is your retirement? How does your retirement look like? What does your retirement look like? Basically, what I mean is, what is your plans as far as, like, you're going to travel, or what is your retirement look like? And am I saying Audrey? Audrey, thank you. Audrey, what is your retirement look like? She gonna get me correct one way or another. What does yours look like?
She said yes. A lot of people call her what?
Hold on, where we at?
She said, yeah, right there. And yes, a lot of people.
I know. I'm trying to give you a new name. Yes. I'm sorry, sis. It's out of love, though. She got
the English teacher doing her corrections. Let me stop back. Let me take a back seat now.
Oh, God. My daughter be doing me the same way. Oh, she is a mess. And she said, yeah, I enjoyed this so much. Thanks, everyone, for sharing. Yes, now I want you to share, sis. Don't go nowhere. Tell us what, if you don't mind, tell us what your retirement looks like. And I'm going to put my husband on the spot, too. Let's see what he's talking about.
Who are you talking to?
Rod, man. That's my husband.
No. The other person said sis. Which one? Oh,
I call Audrey my sister.
Audra, she's asking you.
I'm asking you, yes, what's your plans? I love you, sis. It's all good. Okay, thank you. So, what is your plan? And Tanika, I don't know. Tanika, are you still here? I would like for you ladies to share with us. Donnie, you still there? You might be taking a lunch break too. I'm a little late with my.
He's there.
No, I'm on here now. I'm doing my honey-do list. My wife is asking me to do something, but I'm in the
Oh, okay.
background.
Well, you go ahead. Get back with us when you can. I get that. So Joyce said that she will be moving to Rwanda. So that is awesome. Now, Joyce, do you follow Africa? I think it's Africa Guide. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me Facts check. I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'm going to look it up real quick so I can give you the right information. Thank you, Deborah. Oh my goodness, you have been a blessing to us. We have learned today. I hope we were good students.
Oh yeah. I don't look at y'all as students. I look at y'all as we equal, baby. Up in here, we're learning.
Okay, I know that's right. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Okay, I need to go to my Okay, hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna look at my YouTube.
When I retire, Joyce said she's moving to Rwanda. I got some info because all of us was going to go to Rwanda.
Yes, that's what I was trying to.
Based on, I got my notes right here. Based on what's the family that Unapologetic Nomads?
Unapologetic, yes.
So they had convinced me, but when I seen them hills, I said, "Oh no, I can't do Rwanda. It's beautiful and as lovely as that place is."
Okay, I have it now. It's Africa Investment Guide. Joyce, if you're still here, I'm going to put it in the chat. Definitely check him out. He has a lot of properties that is for sale and houses, apartments, things like that. So check him out when you get a chance. Let me see it. Did I put it in the chat here? Let's see. Okay, there it is. So it's African Investment Guide. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna give you a nickname so I can get it right. But I would love to live in Tanzania. But okay, wait, hold on. I think she have a plan right here. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some traveling, but since I just brought land, yes, congratulations on your land, sis. That is awesome. In Gambia, I'll be building a home there to start. Then I want land in other African areas. Exactly. That's what I say. Sky's the limits, you know. We can do anything we put our mind to. We can do it. It may not be as quick as we want, but that's okay. Like I said, the world wasn't built in one day. So if we're able to, hey, let's have land a little bit of everywhere, right? Africa, Mexico, wherever your heart desires. That is awesome. I think Tanika, if I'm saying your name right, I think she's left the building. You left the building. I probably put her on the spot.
She said she hadn't figured out. Pull it back.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just
figured
picking
it
away.
At all.
Okay, she haven't figured it out. Okay, all I can say, my retirement is living in Africa, traveling within Africa, and setting up a few business in Africa. Awesome. That's a start because some people don't even know that, sis. So I think we all are on the right path, and we're gonna have to try to do these little lives every now and then. I'll come up with some topics, and if you all have any topics when this is over and it uploads for you to watch the replay, go ahead and write a comment below, and we can hit a couple of topics, because I think this is great to swap ideas with each other, give information to each other. That's what it's all about. Help one, teach one, and then we can watch Deborah Green doing her day because she gonna have it going on. I'm telling y'all.
No, I will be with you. I will be the side shoe on this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Donnie just wrote me in the chat. He just wrote me. I'm just getting information. Y'all know I'm still learning this whole operation here. But yes, sis. So I just can't wait to see everybody's journey, to wherever you're going. I'm like this here. wherever your heart desires and you feel free, I'm happy for you.
Amen. Me
You
too.
know, because not everybody is going to go the same path. You know, we all may end up going in different directions, different paths, but as long as you feel free and you don't have to deal with what we're dealing here in the West, you know, I'm happy for you. And I'm hoping that I'm able to see you on the journey as well. I basically retired from corporate America when I got married nearly 20 years ago, stayed and took care of home. It was never in my plans to leave corporate. Okay, it flowed that way, God's way for my life. Exactly, and that's how I feel. You know, even with the vaccination and all these other things that's going on in the world, I try not to let it consume me or scare me because my faith and is in the Most High, and He will guide all of us accordingly. And sometimes our plans is not His plans, you know. So however the Most High leads you and guides you spiritually, or however the case may be, I say go for it. And I wish you well. And please, if you can, check in, let us know how you're doing on your journey. And you never know with however your path led you to where you going, you know, to share with others. It can help, you know, along the way and help it make it easier for the next person, you know, behind you. I have to run now. Okay, but thank you so much, family, for such a great info. Blessings to you all. Thank you. Blessings, sis. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope this information helped you out as well. Keep us posted. You heard that? Look, Deborah.
Oh yes, I don't mind going on Facebook Live and doing a here I am now,
Loud.
and I'm at
Yes,
the yes, I definitely will. I
yes. I
definitely
am
will.
looking
But I am
forward
not a
to it.
YouTuber, y'all. I mm-mm.
Thank you.
That ain't my cup of tea. I'll be with Audrey. I'll be with African Queen One, Grizel Moore.
Yes, yes. I can't wait though to see this journey. It's so good to see you, Deborah, talking on the panel. Love it. Yes, honey, listen, I kept putting, I'm gonna put some more in the chat since we talking before I leave. Maybe I can squeeze in one more.
Yeah.
Um, she did this because thank goodness she did it for me. I kept putting this link in the chat. So she hopped on. I'm so glad. And Donnie hopped on too as well. And Blind Guy and his wife. So if you all missed anything, make sure that you look at the replay. Okay. And I have another stream in the chat. So if you'd like to come on before we close it down, because I'm getting hungry, family. I'm getting hungry.
And I ate.
And I have to go check on the kids too. So anybody want to come on, just come on. Um and if you want to share anything, I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. Um
You had two questions. What's another question that you may have had?
oh yes, you're right. You're right. I did have another. Thank you, Deborah. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what else here that I had. Um okay. So, when you retire, a lot of people, they just don't know what to do. So, for those people who don't know what to do when they retire, do you have any suggestions for those type of people who may not know what to do when they retire, Deborah?
Yeah, don't do nothing.
That's so funny. So funny. Oh gosh, I don't know what to say, Deborah, about
Listen,
that.
if you have no, I'm serious when I say that. If you have been getting up every day for 30, 25, 30 years and only missing work because you are on your 2-week vacation, 30-day vacation, take it like your weekend is never going to stop. You
True.
need that time to figure it out. You don't really have to, I don't think you really have to figure things out as to what you want to do. I've always been a teacher, even from a young kid, teaching. I would have never thought, after having been married and having 5 children. Of course, they're all grown with families of their own. And y'all forgive that horn. I don't know whose alarm is going off.
It's okay.
And I'm sure you can hear it real loud. But I would have never thought that I would love teaching. 5 kids.
Wow.
We were raising 5 kids. That's a lot. Some people
It
still
is.
raising 1.
I'm telling you.
Teaching was not the thing for me. But then I found myself reaching out, and I was doing just the normal thing. So in other words, if you don't have a plan, that's really okay, because you've got the rest of your life to figure it out. I just decided I was going to pull retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to me pulling retirement, I was at home teaching online.
Wow.
4 years before the this pandemic started. I have said to many people, or friends in my family, cousins and friends along, God knew what he was doing. He knew this pandemic was coming, and that the schools, the brick and mortar, was going to be closed.
Right.
They left the brick and mortar and started teaching at home online, because I got tired of them here in Florida. They don't pay us what they pay us up north.
Right.
I'm a educated English teacher. I should be at the top.
Right.
My years of experience, but Florida doesn't look at it that way. Well, you've never taught in Florida. Okay, I won't go into all that, but
right.
That's what they said to me. I don't think you really have to have a defined plan. I think it's something that you can take time and figure it out. Don't just lose your thoughts. I'm a teacher, and it's in me to teach. So for 2 hours every day, and sometimes 1 hour, it depends on how many students book me. And sometimes I don't want to even teach. So I pose a job that I can be in control over.
I guess they don't know the car is going.
Wait, okay, I'm gonna make all y'all laugh. Wouldn't that be something if that's my car out there doing that?
Oh, yes. I was gonna ask you that, but I didn't want to say that. I was gonna say, you sure
my car alarm has never gone out, and I'm sitting here going. No, that would, because it's all of our alarms sound like that.
Oh my goodness!
No, it wasn't mine. It's gone off.
They finally got okay.
My alarm has never gone off. But I'm like, now wouldn't it be something if that was
exactly? It would.
But anyways, I really don't think, Gazelle, that we have to come up with something. It's nice to have a roadmap on what you want to do, and plan for that in retirement, but take the time and rest. Take the time and rejuvenate who you are.
Right.
Take the time. This pandemic, and we all got shut down for all in 2020. We were afraid to leave outside our door.
I'm trying to tell you.
I was already locked in teaching.
Right.
It was nothing new to me. I'm like, okay, you guys are mad because, and I get it. When that's not your norm. But I don't think you really have to come up with something to do, but at least plan financially for it.
Right.
You may not know what to do or which way to go, but just plan financially for something. If you say, I don't care if you want to stay in your state and finally get a chance to go out in your state and see things.
Right. That's what I was saying. Right.
You have the time to do it.
Right. Because see, a lot of people think you have to have this idea financial amount of money. And if you can kind of get past that, you'll be better, and that's what I'm thinking, that a lot of people are thinking, that they have to be pretty much rich to retire. And that's not the case.
Griselle, you would think I am broke as a skunk.
Why you say that?
Because I live frugal.
Right.
I really do. I live very, very frugal.
Right.
I don't like spending my money, because I don't love money like the Bible says, for the love. Anybody that keeps saying money's evil, that's not even the scripture. The Bible says for the love of money is the root. Something that takes form is the root of all evil. I love my money. I love being secured enough so that if I need to go in a bank account and say, well, let me just go to Miami. Let me take a flight to Miami.
Right. That's what I mentioned too. Yeah.
And get in an Airbnb.
Right.
I'm fine, because you know what? I'm not spending, and probably when I get down there, it'll be the cheapest Airbnb.
Right, exactly. Yes, I'm like that too.
I live very frugal. I don't like spending. If going on a date was to be free, we'd be in a park with a picnic basket.
Yep.
Those are the things that matter to me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
We don't have to spend a lot of money to enjoy each other
Right.
or to even to have family fun. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You may have to spend the gas, but at least do the basic. What did she say? Basically homeschool. I'm a homeschool mom. I homeschooled my last two kids. I had already locked into homeschooling my son, been homeschooling him since the beginning, never seen the inside of a school building. That's smart. I homeschooled my last two kids to high school.
Whew, that's rough too. I'm, I'm not even gonna
I was still
I guess
married,
that's
but
it.
I took a third shift position, so we worked opposite each other. I was working for Aetna at night,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, okay.
so you do what you got to do to make it
Yes.
work. Absolutely, but I don't really think you need to have a big all-in-all plan. I think that if you're retiring 30 years, take the break and enjoy your state.
Right.
Take the break and take some money and go to a hotel. How many people live in a state and don't even go to a hotel
Exactly.
in the next city over?
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be the 5 star. You know, some of us
Exactly.
don't live in a 5 star house. So
Exactly. Yes.
I'm
That's what I was.
you guys are learning the real Deborah.
I love it.
I love to laugh and I love to have fun. But you don't have to spend a lot of money. You really don't.
Exactly.
Take the time and enjoy your life. 30 years, 35 years, 25 years at a job
Right.
you're faithful to. Enjoy your first couple of years. But
Yeah.
keep this going.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. What do you recommend for that? To keep your mind
Get into
going.
reading books now. If you're close to retirement, start getting into books.
Yeah.
Start getting into reading books. That is, and that's your learning part. Find out
Right.
what you enjoy. I'm going to share with you because I got different things all around me because this is my little school area. But I like crochet. I like knit, and I
That's
like crocheting.
beautiful.
My sewing machine is right here next to me on the floor. This is my desk, and no, you guys can't see it, but this is my desk in front of me. I take my laptop, put it down, pull my sewing machine up here. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I have different hobbies. So, if if you get to learn who you are, you'll get to know what you like to do.
Right.
I'm one of the ones that when they went out on the mask, I started making them.
Exactly.
So here's one. It's doubled, and then
Oh,
I
that's beautiful.
thing go inside. But know what you like to do. Find out what your hobby is. Is it putting
Exactly.
puzzles together? See?
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I
You
like
see?
it.
And so I went to Walmart. I didn't go to the big fabric stores, Joann's Fabric. I went right to Walmart and bought this.
Exactly.
Told you,
Exactly.
frugal.
Exactly.
It don't take a lot of money to do something simple.
Exactly. And I love sewing, and I plan on getting back into sewing. I really love it. It's just amazing how you just
Make your stuff.
feel the
Make
difference.
it.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I've been saying it for so long. I'm like, no, I got to put it to action and order it.
Mhm.
And hold on, Lucas said she said she liked your mask,
Ah, thank you.
and she said she crochets as well.
Me
She
too. I
has
crochet
crochet
all the time. Right?
projects.
My stuff. I teach a class that deals with hobbies to one of the kids, indoor hobbies and as well as outdoor hobbies. And the reason and why I put a lot of my stuff here because I use it in my teaching lessons because some of my students are better sight learners than they are just me saying
Right,
words. And some of us are the same way. And so yes, make your own
exactly.
clothes. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Make your own clothes.
I made my prom dress when I was
I
a
did
senior.
too. I did.
Yep, yep.
My dad was happy as a lark because he had to go spend no money but on material. But
Exactly. I
I
agree with you, Deborah. That is very, very good information. And I think a lot of us don't know how to just sit our tail down and rest.
yes, and if you're that type of person that because you got more time on your hand and you don't know what to do, go to a small city in your state that has one of those country-like downtowns. Mine does. I live in DeLand, and DeLand is sure enough country, even though Stetson University is here. It's a college town.
Okay.
But our downtown is little. We still have it looks like French quarters, like in Louisiana. We still have where you eat on the sidewalks in our downtown. Get up one morning and go to a breakfast place that is not, what's that one breakfast place everybody eats at? IHOP. That's not IHOP. Go to one of those places. I want to set up some of us crochet knitters. Yeah, in Tanzania. Here's my crochet.
That's beautiful.
I was making this for one of my girlfriend's sons, and I'm gonna send it up there this winter.
I love the color. That's red, right? Red.
No, it's actually burgundy. It may be coming over
Okay,
red.
I love
Burgundy and white. His college colors is burgundy and white. So I told her I was gonna make him a scarf for his graduation next year, but I'll send it to him at Christmas time so he has it.
Beautiful.
But you go to a little small country town that in your state that has breakfast in the morning where you can sit outside
Right. Exactly.
and eat breakfast with a family member or just by yourself. Sometimes I take my laptop and go sit
Yeah.
outside and I'm getting my lessons prepared for the next day. And sometimes I'll just close it down and say, this ain't working. I want to look at people.
Exactly.
And like, look.
Exactly. And you know what else I like to do? I like to I call it my go back list.
Okay.
You go to like the mall and you look, they call it window shopping. Some people call it window shopping, but I change it up a little bit. I call it my go back list. So I go in there, window shop. Okay, I'm gonna come back and get that. I hear Donnie in the background. Donnie, you do the same thing?
No, I've done it before.
Yes.
Window shopping?
Yeah.
I do not window shop. If I can,
I love the window
let me
shop.
tell you how. I done told y'all I grew up with nothing but men. My father and my two brothers. Men do not like shopping with women.
No. No.
And so I learned to go, and this is only because this was my environment. My father and my two brothers. I grew up with nothing but men. And so when I go in the store, I go in and get what I need and I'm out.
Right.
When I used to take my daughters in their family, I said, okay, I'm going in here to get A, B, C, and D. Y'all got cab fare? And my oldest daughter, she would say, Mom, why we need cab fare? Because if you're not out in the car when I'm out of the car, I'm gone. I've left them in the store. Because they thought I was playing. I've left their behinds right in that store. And
You're going to learn today.
Say what?
You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today. And that's because I learned from how men do. Men go in and come out. Am I right? Y'all go
right.
to a mall. If you need socks and t-shirts, y'all go to the store, you get it, and you get out of there.
Yep.
I always do that. My wife do that.
Oh, okay. But still in all, it's done. My thing is that's what men do. So I learned. I make a list and I'm in the store and I'm out. But now with this COVID, I shop online.
Yes,
I
me
bring it
too.
to my door.
I think I get the most deliveries where I'm at because I was talking to my neighbor the other day. As we're talking, Amazon is on its way down the street. And I said, oh, they must be coming here. So my neighbor said, oh, they must be going to you.
Gazelle, that's bad when your neighbors know it ain't for nobody but one person on your street. No, but I grocery shop. I don't even go to the store. I grocery shop online and had it sent right to my front door. They take a picture of it on my front door and tell me it's there. My phone rings. I take my spray bottle, 99.9% isopropyl alcohol, and I spray the bags and I let them sit outside my porch until it's time, about 15 minutes, and then I bring my grocery bags in. Cause I don't want nobody here but me. There's no reason for me to get COVID.
Right.
And if somebody comes to my door and don't have a mask, I say, okay, you got to leave that there because I need to open my door.
You know what? It's funny you said it because when I was out there talking, and I crossed the street over to wait for the guy. Of course, I had my mask on. He had his on, and he said, "Well, I can't hand it to you." So that's okay. That's fine. He dropped it down, but he took his picture or whatever. So I said, "Okay, that's fine." And he dropped it, and I got the package in. But yeah, he was really like I've never seen. Cause some of them don't care, but
No.
this one was very particular. He was like, "Oh, I got to drop it out." I'm like, okay, I understand, no problem. But
Right. Because we got to watch our own health.
right,
We see each other week to week to week on the YouTube.
right.
We have not heard, at least in the YouTubers I've seen, we have not heard of no one. My hubby is going outside shopping these days. I shop online. I hear you, Tanika. That's exactly what I do. I shop online. Um, I forgot what.
I know. I'm sorry. We done hit so many subjects. Well, while you think,
Is that called the senior moment?
Donnie, so what advice do you have for the men out there that just can't figure it out, just can't figure out what to do with their time when they retire?
I would tell them just learn from my mistake. 'Cause, I worked 2 jobs in probably 30 years, and I know just being a barber working on the weekends, like I was scared to take off on a Saturday. My wife would tell me, I mean, it was the kid's birthday, something happened, they better plan a party on a Sunday or on a weekday because I wasn't coming.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah, I was terrible about it. But I just learned that you don't need all this money you think you need. The time you out here spending, y'all survive. We gonna make it.
Right.
So when retirement time comes, find a hobby. I found a hobby doing research on my ancestry. I got on
Oh yeah,
ancestry.com, all
yes.
the other sites. Go to the libraries. They got certain centers you can go to look at the actual records. Um, stuff like that. Find something you're interested in. I had an old school ride. I'm gonna get another one. I had an old school ride I was working on as a hobby and so find something you like to do in retirement. I think the whole time you're working, a lot of times we do what we got to do.
Right.
When you retire, you should be doing some things that you want to do.
Yes. Facts.
And
Very
if and,
good. Yes.
and if you don't know, keep trying stuff till you find something you like to
Yes.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Be-
because there's no end.
Yep.
There's no
Because I
end.
think we lose ourselves.
You
Oh,
can,
go ahead. Dear. I'm
you can,
sorry.
you can like this for today and say, okay, I done had enough of doing that and find something
Right.
else. There's
Right.
no end.
Right.
Enjoy your life.
Yes.
Damn it. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Pick up something that you like to do. I'm a reader. It's just
I
a habit.
love to read too.
Y'all remember back in the day, Donnie, you probably remember this more if anything, when it rained and you couldn't turn no electricity on. And the first thing the
Uh-huh.
seniors would tell you to do, get a book and
Yeah.
get a book. I read
Yeah.
every book in the house, including my grandmother looked at me one day and she said, "Why you got that phone book?" I said, "I done read all my." I don't. In the first section, I'm looking up is people with the last name of Greens. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"You looking up who?" I'm looking for people with the last name of Greens. I don't read all the books. I don't have no more new books. And so she would take me to the library then. But and that's the best way to do it. So your house is not cluttered up with kids' books. Go to
Right.
the library and back. But I was reading the phone book.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Donnie was saying, I think also we lose a lot of ourselves when we're on these other people hours, working. And also for parents, all of us, you have given so much to your kids and have focused everything, energy, everything on them. A lot of times when they are out of the home, you don't know what to do with yourself because you've lost yourself because you've given all of it to your kids. And I find that at times within myself. It's like sometimes I have the moments where I'll sit here and I'll think like, what do I like? You know what I mean? What do I like? What am I going to? Those are the questions I've been asking myself lately. And I do have some answers now,
So
which
you
is
started your garden,
yes,
and you got a
Yeah.
lot of us on board with you.
yes, yes. My garden saved my life, guys, for real, because my son, he special and he has a lot of energy. And it was hard for us for months, when we had to go to doing virtual. And I was literally going to lose my family. So I said, you know what? My neighbor, she's big on gardening. And she kept talking about it, talking about it. You know how a person can talk about it, but you listen, but you don't listen. Like it's two different type of listening. And when she would talk about it this one particular time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and that's how I got started. And it's so addictive. And I never thought it would be so therapeutic to grow your own food. To not only are you growing your own food, you're providing for your family. You're saving money financially. Like it has so many benefits to it. And I just find myself, I want to grow everything, but I know I don't have that much space to do. After a while, I'm gonna run out of space, but it's just amazing. And so now
Let me say this to you too
uh-huh.
as well. You have the soothing voice
Oh,
that
thank you.
goes along with planting, how
Thank
you
you,
put it
sis.
together, and how you just present it. It makes you want to start growing. Remember, and I had told you I have a garden indoors, so you can
Oh,
actually,
yes, I remember.
and so you can actually grow your garden inside as well because of that. Those college students that came out with their own product because they
Right.
didn't have the right kind of food that they wanted while they were in college. And so, you can do that with those big, starting them with those big juice jugs. You just cut the um, jug itself in half,
Right.
lay it on its side, and plant that way. And if you have a balcony or anywhere that you can put it outside, only thing we have
Exactly.
this area are the lizards. We have the little ones down where you live. You probably have the bigger ones, but
Yeah.
we have them little baby ones up here because it gets cold up here. But
Okay.
this part of Florida, it gets cooler.
Right.
But my biggest thing is keeping them off my tomatoes on my the squirrels. We have squirrels,
Yes, we got squirrels, girl.
so I
Yeah.
put a fence thing. I fence my tomatoes because you know how they grow up.
Right.
Your little
Right.
your little thing out in your yard.
Yes. My little circle.
Yes, but I had to get literally a fence and put it around the jug to keep them from being able to get inside.
Right.
Because one day I went out there and my strawberry tomatoes was gone.
Oh my goodness. They had Golden Corral back
I
there.
no, I didn't know squirrels eat tomatoes or
I
whatever
didn't
was eating
either.
them.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I'm assuming it was squirrels, but I don't really know what it was.
Right.
I bought the wire and replanted. But let me get back to what I was saying about you. You have the wherewithal to do it. You just have it.
Oh, thank you,
You
sis.
really do. And I wonder how many people have started their gardens like you have because of you.
I,
I'm sure
I hope
there's
they have.
I'm sure
It's
there's
it's oh man, I love it. I love it so much.
everything. And at least you found your hobby. You found a hobby that is soothing, that helps you move from one thing to the next. I was so surprised when you came back with the trees. I said, this sister is going through her yard now. Now they got trees growing. Girl, everything was contained in one little area with the box thing around it. And when next thing I know, you and hubby was out there digging up holes. I said, well,
Yeah.
go ahead. It's a family thing. And how your kids decorated the box around it. You have literally, I mean, I have not seen another YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty on there that do it, but you have your family involved.
Yes, I'm trying to get
And
them. Yeah.
that makes a difference.
Yes, it does. It does. And then I'm learning what works for me and what doesn't. Like, you know, when we do another one, I'll make sure that I have the bed that's off the ground because it's getting harder for me to bend down like that with my back.
Mhm.
So I'm learning what works and what doesn't work, you know. So I'm sorry, Donnie. We ended up just running our mouth. Go ahead. I'm sorry if you weren't done. You know how us women are.
No, it's all good. I'm multitasking right now.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Y'all good at multitasking too, by the way.
He got his honeydew list. He's trying to work on the honeydew
Oh
list.
yeah.
I'm looking at you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wife had me had to do something for my son. My other son just called me, and yeah, I'm doing a bunch of stuff right now.
Well, you know what? It's nothing like a good-hearted dad.
Yes,
You implement. What's the word I'm looking for? Implement the father in a family.
yes.
You really do. And how you would even express yourself on the other YouTube channels. It's just something to hear and to see.
Oh yes, yes.
So you
Thank
really,
you. I try.
you do. You really do.
For real.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Even your nuggets are awesome.
Oh what? I'm telling you, like I may come up with a new nickname, Uncle Donnie.
That's what some people call it. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen people say, "Oh, Uncle Donnie's in the house."
I'm telling
yeah.
you. And I can't wait to meet Deborah, you, Donnie, in person, to meet everybody on this platform. I can't wait to meet you all in person. But this is just, I love this, how we have connected. I never thought, guys, I never did YouTube at all. My
Me
children
neither.
have always done YouTube. I have never done YouTube. I would have never thought I'd be on here having meetings and talking to you guys and connecting like that. Like, wow, this is wonderful.
I think it is.
Yeah, the only thing I thought YouTube was for was to watch music videos or something.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
that's how it was, though.
I,
In my
I didn't
day,
know people had conversations on YouTube.
exactly. Me neither. Times have changed. It really has.
Not only that, if you get monetized, wow, it becomes your money. That's a second stream of income for some.
Right,
Some it's a third.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Me,
Tanika Lee, I think Tanika is working on a podcast. So, have you gotten a podcast up, Tanika?
maybe she can
Let us know.
maybe she
Put it
can
in the chat. Yeah, put it in the chat. Eventually, I'm going to go over to that side as well. I know that Global Green Book, she has a podcast as well. Let's see what she's saying. I get my husband involved by sending him to the store to purchase yarn for me, touching the yarns, getting his opinion on it. Yes, that's good. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, she's working on it. So just keep us informed when you get that going as well, guys. Because I do eventually want to move on over there because they're not doing what they do over here, if you know what I mean. Still working on my website and getting a podcast together. Perfect. Excellent.
That's gonna make me have to figure out how to even listen to a podcast.
Yeah,
podcast on your phone
I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's Anchor.
You should have a. Donnie, do you have an iPhone? What kind of phone do you have?
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
It's on you. There should be a symbol on the main frame that says. Let me see if I can find it. It says it's purple. It looks like this. It says podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's where you
Okay.
go, and then you put in the person's name.
I got about 1,000 icons on here. I'll find it.
You and me both, but that's why
I know.
I'm an iBaby. I have an MacBook Pro, and iPad is what I'm looking at in my iPhone. But I don't.
Yeah, my kids made me get it.
Yeah, my
They
son.
wanted to FaceTime.
Yes, my son did too. But I don't buy any of my. I said this to Grizel. I don't buy any product brand new. I buy all my stuff reconditioned. I told y'all I'm frugal. I'm gonna give you guys a place that I buy. If anybody's interested in looking, they have the iWatches.
Was it
I'm definitely
Mall, right? It's Mac Mall, right, Deborah?
no. It's
Trade.
Mac of all trades.
Mac of all trades. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the chat.
Okay, OFALLTRADE, macofalltrades.com. And if you go there, you can find I never buy anything brand new. Never. In fact, my iPhone that I have,
Can I do that right, Deborah?
that's it. You got it.
Okay.
That my iPhone comes from my son. When he upgrades, he sends me his. I don't buy, because I'm frugal. I don't buy nothing. I'm not buying. I mean, I don't buy nothing brand new. For
Right.
those of you that want to know, I also found out that Walmart has iBook products, iPads, and I mean not iPads, but they may have the iPads.
They do. iPad.
MacBook, they have the MacBook, the laptops. They have a reconditioned section in there. If you go to Walmart.com and then put in electronics in the search bar, watch what you see come up. You're gonna be surprised.
Wow.
Walmart is selling iProducts too. You just gotta search around to see. But Mac of all trades is right here. I think they're in Tampa, and they'll ship to anywhere. When you go to Mac of all trades, you can find iWatch. You can find, and not only that, they will upgrade the stuff if you let them. It is at a charge, but you can, in certain times of the year, like I bought my MacBook Pro back in 2017, and this is what I teach from. My iPad, what I'm looking on now, is my backup to my MacBook, and all three are connected, and even my watch is connected to all four, all these three.
I gotta step my game up.
Hey, that's okay. We all go step it up. Watch what
This come from them
I'm
growing.
gonna have to download that because I don't have that icon on here. I don't see it.
You may have taken
Apple
it
Store.
off. It comes with the phone, so you should be able to go in your settings
Okay.
and put podcast with an S at the end. It should pop up because it belongs with the phone. Just like when I got into the iWatch, I remember saying, "Why is there a watch on here? I'm not using." I took it off, and then when I got into iWatch, my cousin said, "Did you take it off?" I said, "I probably did because I didn't have one."
Right.
So somebody, whoever you got your phone, it comes with it, but they may have taken it off.
Okay.
So Donnie, you can go right in there and put it right back on, and then all you do when you open the iPod up, and when you put it back on your phone, it should go on the front. The front one that has all your icons on.
Yeah.
It'll go right there because it comes with the phone. And then you just put the person's name in there whose podcast you want to look up, and then it'll come up.
Right. And then I know I put in Anchor, like anchor.com. That's where you can it's tied in with the podcast, so you can create your account with the anchor.com and it'll walk you through it. I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks and everything from what's her name? Book. Because on one of her interview, like one of her speaking, she goes into the detailed information on how you can go about doing it. Let me see if I can before we close, let me see if I can look her up real quick on Facebook so I can tell you what she's under, because she'll tell you, kind of walk you through it.
Okay.
Hold on just a minute.
Yeah, my phone said I had some type of restrictions on here, something I got to do to be able to see it.
You may have too many icons on there.
Oh, I'm sure I do. I got about 5-6 screens with jump on it. So
how many pages is on yours? I have 4.
I got about 5, 6, 7 pages.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
You got a lot. But I have an older iPhone. I have an iPhone 6S. So, they're up in the 12, and when my son upgrades, he'll send me that one and I'll get rid of this one.
Yeah, I got 8 pages of icons.
What model do you have?
I think it's the 11.
You got the 11. So you have the space.
I think I got 11. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to post the link in the chat. This will take you right to her podcast, and you can listen to her different. She has different series, and on this particular one, she'll tell you kind of how to go about doing your own podcast. And then she has great topics. I don't know if you all ever were subscribed. I know that you were, Donnie Green, but I don't know if Deborah, you ever listened to Global Green Book.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
she's
you know
on my
exactly what I'm talking about.
one for subscribers.
Okay, great. Yes. So definitely check her out. And yeah, so all right, family. I am at, oh my gosh, my battery is like, whoop, one straight. But this has been great. Did you all, I want to make sure you got the information. Did you get the link in the chat? Did you get the
Yeah, I
link?
see it in the chat.
You see it? Okay. Deborah, are you able to?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I wonder if I can send it to you through the private.
Looking at this from your iPad is probably different.
Okay.
If I was on my laptop, are you on your tablet or are you on your?
No, I'm on the laptop.
See, you guys are on your laptop. You too, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm on a laptop.
See, it's different. It's a little.
Yeah, you can't see it because I got an iPad too. Yeah, you can't see the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I can send it to you all later. I have both of your contact info. So this has been great. Thank you so much, Deborah.
You are more than
I
welcome.
appreciate you. We don't have to work on the part two. I'm gonna have to see if I can convince you.
Yeah, this is man class right here. I'm about to go back and watch this several times to get all this information. But
Me too. I'm gonna have to go back as well.
we have been educated today. Thank you.
This is the second time I've ever did someone's live, and the first time I did it, I got on and got off. I was like, oh, I've never done this before, and I'm like, hi.
Glad you came on.
And so and I stayed this long.
Yeah, see?
Maybe it's a good thing I'm on my iPad because you can't see everything. I probably would be scared out of my socks.
You did really well. Look, Tanika said yes, a part two. Exactly. We gotta convince her, right, sis? We're gonna convince her. We're gonna do this.
I'll be in the chat. Giving y'all
Yes. And Donnie too as well, because he always dropping jewels as well. So
good.
Maybe by the next time I'll figure out how to do how to download this podcast thing.
yes, I have to figure it out too. I have to sit down and figure it out too, because like I said, it's you're free to talk. You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying. So I want to definitely go over there. And then that's another stream of income too, from based off of what she was telling me.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yes, so definitely we gotta definitely look into that. And
Donnie, are you monetized yet?
oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, my channel is monetized. But you know, I don't do. I went through like the ads and stuff, so you know, I made sure that I wasn't putting nothing crazy on mine. You know, I didn't do like everybody else do. Just let them put whatever they want to put on yours, because I'm conscious of who watching what. You know, I'm not really trying to make no money doing it, but you know, I figure at least take some
well, you
Google
should, because you know why, Donnie?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. You should, because the nuggets you give.
Yes.
I'm gonna do Arsenio Hall thing. You make people go,
Yes. He does. He goes deep into it, and you be like, yeah, you're right. That you be like, oh, I ain't think about that.
let me do a self-examination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put it to where it is, and you make I don't know how you come up with your topics, how directing you or whatever.
Yes.
With stuff, and you get on and get off.
Yes. I love that. Yes.
It's like, I know, Tanika, huh? It's like you get on and you're like, okay, let me get it. He's on now. And by the time I get through, you're on your way. Okay. Bye. And the music, here you go, Donnie.
Boom. Yes. Yep. You start off like, yes.
The music that come on, I'm like, God, I gotta look
at
myself.
And I don't know how to do any of that right now, but I guess because I got Apple, maybe I can figure it out.
Oh, you will be.
Hey, I messed around and did that. I actually, I made that beat myself.
That was
what?
I download one app just long enough to do it, and then I deleted it off the Apple Store.
I know that's right. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. Hello.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like $20, $30 a month. I said, oh no, I just got on. It's like a little beat app or something.
Wow.
It may be one of the ones that the people really use to make music.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was playing around with it. I think my son or one of them told me to do it, and I got right off.
Oh well, that's good. You know, these things teach us a thing or two. Thank God for these kids we have that know how to instruct their parents.
Yes, because that shoulder struck me. You know, my husband was supposed to help me fix this here. Yeah, hubby, I'm gonna put you out there a little bit. And he got home and he ain't helped me connect this at all. And I said, well, why you told me to open the box if you ain't gonna help me? And my daughter kept saying before he got home, Mama, I don't know why you waiting for daddy. I told you I know how to do it.
See
I was
there?
like, no, but your daddy gonna help me. He gonna help me. As soon as he got home, nope, it didn't go that way. My 14-year-old daughter helped me set up my whole computer. And I said, well, I'll be
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
And not only that, let me share this with anybody else who is not as electronic or what's the word I'm looking for? Don't know how to do all of this stuff. Go to YouTube.
that's
YouTube
true.
is your
Yeah.
best friend.
Yeah. That's,
Everything you need, how to put a bed together,
that's true.
how to work your iPhone, how to work your iPad,
That's
how to
true.
work you everything. Somebody has dropped a YouTube on it. You just got to
Right.
put in there what
That's
you
true.
need.
I was just being lazy, Deborah, that day. You know, we have our lazy moments, and I ain't feel like doing all
But
that.
at least you're honest about it. At least you're honest about it.
Yes, they
That's
are. You gotta love those kids. Yes, you do. Sometimes you want to strangle them, but yeah. But yes, so guys, this was wonderful. I better get in this kitchen and get some dinner going.
ooh, it's almost 6 o'clock, girl.
Yes, okay. And listen, I already had lunch, and I had the screen blocked because I was in here trying to eat this muffin because that was my lunch today.
That is funny. I've
But
enjoyed being here, you guys.
yes, I did too.
On today, I appreciate it.
Oh no, no problem. You coming on again now, sister? I'm calling it. I'm claiming it and putting it out there.
Don't be putting God in this.
Wait, what did you say? It's 2:48 my time. Oh, okay. It's 2:48. Okay, wow. Where are you? Where are you, Tanika, if you don't mind me
He's on the
asking?
West Coast.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it's late here.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I'm really from Seattle, Washington. I'm a West Coast girl. But
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
also a Navy brat. I've traveled all around with my dad. He was 21 years in the service.
Don't hey, keep those nuggets now because we having you back on.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. We listen, we better call this down because they're finna release it, okay? Donnie, anything you want to say before we close it out?
Thank you for having this live. It's been great. It's been informational. I got my little pad. I'm gonna have to watch it about 20 more times.
Me
Get all
too.
these nuggets out here. I learned everything from how to do a podcast, to how to do my bank account, to what else? How to
Save
transfer money.
save money. Save money for
Yeah,
retirement.
yeah. Invest with Cash App. I was shocked with that. I looked on that everything on that Cash App. I didn't know it could do all that.
And
So
you can
I
invest
didn't
yeah, this is
even
whatever, you
better.
can invest whatever amount from $1 up to $5. You don't have to invest
Wow.
a bunch of money. You can take one thing and just see how you like it.
Wow. Yeah,
But
we're gonna
learn,
have
but scroll all the way down and learn about it.
you're gonna make me get this Cash App back on my phone again because I can figure out.
It's worth
I'm
it
gonna
for the
put this
little
this
things.
live right here. I'm gonna put it in his own what do you call it?
Folder.
Folder or something.
Uh-huh.
Uh what do you
Folder.
call that when you put it on there on my page?
Okay.
Wait,
What do you call them things?
watch no, not watch later. I don't know, Donnie. You know more than I do. Cause that's for true. Listen, Donnie done helped me with a lot of stuff, y'all. Okay. So if he don't know, I definitely don't know.
Playlist. I'm gonna put it on
Playlist.
the
Okay.
playlist so I can remember to go back and watch this because man, we touched everything today. I appreciate you and thanks for having me on.
No problem at all. At
Like
all. Thank you for coming on because you all made the show. Sometimes I'm sitting up here just talking to myself.
But that's that soothing voice that you have when it comes to you doing it. And if you look back, a lot of times I don't catch you when you're live, but when I look back, you got like 300 and 400 people that already viewed it.
Oh, really? Thank you. I be thinking it's just 2 or 3 little people. But I go head on anyway because I just figure, my main objective is just to help, people and get the information out there, and hopefully they stumble across me somehow. So.
Hey, Tanika said a thing, a playlist. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on a playlist.
I wish there was a way I could save, like, from what they've done in the past. If I could save this somewhere else, you know what I mean?
I think you can download your videos too. I actually got to go back and do this because ever since they deleted your other page, and I see African Superstar, they deleted her page too. And
Right.
I'm gonna have to go back because I got almost probably 200 videos out of made now, and I need to download them so I have them just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody decide to go back and say I said something crazy on YouTube and
Right.
violate their policy, and they decide they want to take my page down. So I
Exactly.
need
I gotta figure that out too, because I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you, to do that.
but I
So
know you can from inside of the studio. You can download your video.
what studio? I guess we'll
Uh,
get it going.
backstage on the YouTube studio where you uploaded that. I think it's a place where you can download it.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I believe. But I would
Yeah.
like to have it where it's not even connected to them at all. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, well,
I'm
once you download it, then you can upload it on another device, or once you I guess a website or probably a podcast is probably a way to do it for that as well.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe I'll get another little device like Deborah told me, like the other little device you mentioned that you have. Maybe I could figure out how to download it like that.
This one.
Yeah, something like that.
This is just a hotspot.
Oh, not the hotspot, but don't you have another like a what do you call it?
You get one of them storage devices, one of them.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what they
Maybe
call
I need
it.
to get one of those and store, like download it and store it
Up a
on it.
terabyte, some
You're talking
external
about
hard drive.
I know what you're talking
Right.
about. External hard drive.
Right.
I have
Exactly.
four.
What I
I
was
have
like.
4 of those.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna write my little list out
Stuff from
of
putting it on
everything I need.
Yeah, don't put all that stuff on your Mac so your Mac can run.
Right.
Save everything to your external hard drive.
Yeah, that's what I want to go
Let
by.
me say this to anybody that's in here, since this was about seniors and retirement, and if anybody who is 54 and older, if you have not already joined AARP,
I've
let me
heard,
tell you,
yes, my mother was
let me
on
tell you
there.
something. Some people think AARP is for old folks. I joined AARP at the earliest age they would have let me. I was in my 50s. You get the benefits when you turn 60, though. However, you get all the information, their magazine, their paper magazine, then they have a book magazine, and you get the emails ahead of everybody else getting the hearing stuff. So if those of you that are receiving your SSI now, Social Security, AARP, which is attached to, they're not attached to them, let me say this right, who are friends with Social Security, they get the information and put it out to us before it gets out to the public.
Oh, okay.
So when we are getting increases, you get that way in the year before. She said, I already got my card. Me too.
What's the starting age though you
I
can
think
join
it's 54. I joined when I was
for?
54.
Okay.
And so you go out to breakfast or any place, let me tell you, you get a discount. Dunkin' Donuts will give you a free donut when you order a coffee. Just show them your card.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of things that a lot of us are missing out on because we
Right.
as being a stigmatism to being old. Let me tell you,
Right.
y'all see this patch right here?
Uh-huh.
It looks dark because the way my lighting is.
Right. Right.
My hair is so gray it ain't even funny.
But it looks good on you
I'm
though.
saying that for a reason. Gray
I
hair
don't see no
means
gray.
stuff. Let me tell you. You said what, Donnie?
I see
I don't
wisdom.
see no gray.
Oh, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's right here in the front. There's this whole streak, and if I lift it up, y'all don't see that.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's all there. My thing is my reason why I'm saying that is
Uh-huh.
that if is it 52? I'm 52 and I'm able to join. Yeah, you're able to join. No, I think it's 54. Try it. It's only right now they're running a special. It's only $12. It's usually $16 a year, or you can register for 2 or 3 years. Because I'm leaving, I'm only doing mine year to year to year. But you'll get the benefits and you'll get your card. It is the most. Let me tell you, I used to take my father when I needed to purchase something. I would take my dad because he was a senior and I can get the senior price. Told y'all I'm frugal. Wherever I can cut a corner, I'm gonna cut. But now that I am the age that I am, you can get the benefits from benefiting from being an AARP person. Get your AARP card. You will find out things way before anybody else. By the time it hits the news, you already know, because AARP is very good at keeping their seniors abreast of what's coming.
Okay,
They go to fight for us.
that's good.
They fight for you. They get out all that stuff, all that good information. Get you an AARP card.
She said she already has one.
I seen that.
Okay, good.
If you have your card and you are a member, you can download and take. And it took me forever to finish this, but I did it in one day. Take the defensive driving course through AARP. Then call your insurance company. They'll lower your insurance, your car insurance.
Oh wow.
Okay, so those are the nuggets I'm gonna hang on to. I'm not
Okay. We're gonna have to have a couple of topics for you. I'm gonna have to write down.
I am Deborah Green, the frugal person.
Yes, honey. We're gonna have a couple of topics just for you, like different ones and different occasions. So
yes.
Get ready. You're gonna be famous.
Call that insurance person, call that insurance company, take that test, call that insurance company, tell them you just took your defensive driving. It's all online. So you're not getting in your car doing anything. It's answering questions. Get a notebook and write every answer down. Just write down what you know. They test you at the end of each section. You're gonna say, why did I start this? Deborah Green told me to do this. Don't blame me. I'm just trying to save some money.
Now, Deb, not to get all in your affairs, but
I don't mind. I'm open.
now, do you know USAA? Do you have USAA insurance?
Mm-mm.
Because what I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I can I don't know, my husband's on here, maybe he can tell me, but because your dad served.
Yeah, but that ended when we turned 18.
No. I'm wondering if you can still use it though, because I didn't know, because my mother has served, I'm her daughter, that I can get USAA through her.
Really?
Insurance, company. Now my husband, he served
As a child of somebody that served?
Yeah.
As a grown up?
Like if you're related.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
look,
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're related, USAA, and I'll put it in the chat too.
Y'all know I'm going right there. Y'all know it, right? I'm going right there.
And ask them. I don't know.
Co-insurance through them?
Ask them, because I believe yes, is if you have like your son or daughter that's served, and then that was your dad. Ask them about that. I don't know if you need to show proof or anything like that, but just ask them. Because, and hubby, if you're on, for sure.
He said, knowledge is power for real.
Yeah. But yes, we didn't know for a while. My mother had told me about it, and I'm like, USAA, what? And we looked into it, and we paid, let me see, how much? $118 a month, full coverage, car, whatever. That's how much we pay a month for insurance. Of course, you pay more than that.
Are you saying medical insurance or car insurance?
Oh no, this is car insurance. They do car insurance.
Let me tell you something. I don't even pay $100.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to tell
But
y'all.
they do. They have other benefits too, though. Since
Okay.
they have banking information, they have, and you get incentives with that too. They also will hook you up, like as far as like you trying to buy a house, things like that. So they have a lot of
That's
other
good to know.
benefits.
That's I'm gonna just find out information about it and look into it just so I can have the info. But you can lower your car insurance, y'all. I don't.
Okay, wait, hold on. Like I said, no,
But
we
you
gotta
can
stop
lower
there.
your car insurance,
We got.
especially since you work from home.
Oh Lord, you finna drop some more jewels. Okay, I tell you what. Let me see. What time is it, y'all? Oh, okay, it's 6:02. Yeah, we're gonna have to make
You
sure.
got to go. You got to go.
Okay, let me see. There's a few more things because I gotta have dinner ready for my hubby when he get home. We don't have our truck anymore. It's 3 less bills for us, no car payments and auto insurance, and no maintenance costs. Scaling back. Exactly. That's what it's about, sis. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah, I've known about USAA for some years. See, we didn't know.
I've never heard of it
We didn't know until my mother told me, and I was like,
because we are the kids. We are the kids of somebody who was in the Navy. We weren't in
right.
it.
Yeah, but you may still be able to hop on to the
I'm gonna
benefits.
find out. I'm
Yeah, I know you will. I don't doubt that you're gonna be on it.
I'll look into it. But you can lower all your insurance stuff, God. Y'all need to
All right, so we're gonna have Deborah back on, y'all, for
lower your
sure.
car insurance. You know,
Because she has a lot of knowledge, guys, and we want to know. I served in the military for 12 years. Wow, that's a long time. Thank you for your service. So we're gonna have Deborah on again. Trust me, this will not be the first time you see her beautiful face. We're gonna get her back on, okay? And Donnie goes in as well. Donnie, thank y'all so much
you're
for
welcome.
Thank you. It's a great
for
live.
yes, definitely. I gotta hurry up and get off because Deborah's ready to spill some more beans.
No,
So
no, 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 no. I won't. I said I'll wait.
okay, good.
But y'all don't call me and ask me what was it because I done said started so many things I can't remember what all of them
Oh,
were.
I'll take my notes. We got Donnie too, so
I
he'll
start with the car.
remember us, remind us, I should say.
Yeah,
Car
we're
insurance.
gonna review this live right here before we have the next one.
Exactly. Yes. Look, Donnie say, hold on, give me a little chance to get my notes and stuff together. Trust me, because I don't wrote. You know how you write your little notes, but you got it all over the place. So now I just got to go back and organize everything.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All
we'll
right.
see. You got to get your dinner started.
I do. I do.
He knows you ain't in that kitchen because he's in this live.
Look.
It's right there. Look at him. Rod, man, she's going. We're gonna let her go.
Okay. Look, what branch? Oh Lord, you ask more questions of you ain't gonna eat tonight.
What branch? He talking about what branch was Tanika in?
Yeah, she
I
said
know. I'm a Navy brat.
I'm I'm an Army brat.
Army brat.
So Army brat. Donnie, are you any brats over there?
My father was a Marine.
Oh, okay.
my
See, my husband
son.
was Marine.
My oldest son was in the Marines.
Yep, my husband was in the Marines. Yep, sure was.
I don't know if I can get it because somebody hit me some years ago from USAA and I sued them.
Donnie, did you get
Oh Lord, Donnie. Woo!
Yeah, I was young and dumb. Like, first thing I did went out and got me some car with some rims on it.
I know that's right.
Did you get hydraulics? Did you get hydraulics?
I didn't get the hydraulics, but I got some 20s on it. Some nice, the most beautiful Lincoln you ever seen in your life.
Not the stinking Lincoln. My husband,
Oh man,
I met my husband in the Lincoln. Right, hubby?
My ex-husband was also, he had a white on white Lincoln.
What? Yeah, wow.
Silver, white. It was white on the inside. The kids couldn't get in it. We all had to travel in my car.
What?
But
Oh
when it was late,
Lord.
him and me. Because kids don't know how to keep their feet off
No,
the seat.
right.
You can say it 50 times. Okay, get in there and just sit right down.
I think we're gonna do a live about that too, because I got some stories to tell. Deborah know a little bit about the stories. My husband say he ain't mad at you, Donnie.
Oh, y'all need to get her.
I'm mad at myself.
You mad at yourself for your
I wasted that. I wasted that money. I ain't lying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And see,
I
if
ain't
you
lying. I'm not even
know,
gonna tell y'all how much money they gave me because y'all gonna be mad at me when
woo,
it
maybe
was.
maybe we'll do a topic like that if you want to share.
Do you have?
I'm gonna say that it was. I don't even have no. I think I had one.
You should have had at least one when you got rid of it.
I don't know, but everybody knew me.
I know that's right.
I bet you they
That
did.
black lady.
You probably had the 20 speakers in the back booming and
Oh man, it was beautiful.
You done went to the song. Diamond in the back. In the scene with the gangster lean. Woo-hoo.
oh, good. Oh, all right, Deborah Nancy.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Hey.
Let our sister go. I love y'all. Thank
All
you
right.
for having me.
Love you too.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
In the
See you on part 2.
Yes, part 2 for real. Bye.